and just like try it again, but I really don't want to. And why won't the capture card turn on? Okay.
What the heck?
It's really the N64, right?
It does.
Hold on. You can.
Yeah, you can.
You can do some cool stuff with these cameras. A little.
Little Madden replay feature.
Man,
Oh, hell
what
yeah.
the frick capture card? Why won't you turn on? Alright, well. That's just a question.
I can't believe
All right.
we
I
we
guess
really
I can
beat
join this
Robotron
race
64 last week.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
pretty
actually
cool.
beat it?
Well,
Yeah. Well, we use
power.
what? We use the infinite
yeah.
lives.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not enough of a
But
gamer.
it's like 100 levels or something?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right. Unless you're lucky and get a bunch of warps.
I just use those level select code and beat it. Not going through all that nonsense. I already play 100 levels of the same thing. Don't need to play 100 more.
Window and a blue Corvette. Everybody is blue for him.
You know, I tried to put that in, and it didn't work. Just yesterday, but I didn't know there was a new thing. Uh-huh.
Yo, Tapioca's joining.
Yeah, sorry,
Tapioca's here!
What? Hi, I'm gonna need a minute to set my N64
That's
up. I
fine.
just got
That's
home.
fine.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
Yo, Tapioca, hey.
But yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Yoka. Yo.
With regards to Twitter or X, I had the first, stopped using it a while ago, and then last week I was like, okay, let me just go look some things up or whatever, do some research. And as I was browsing around the Twitter, after 5 minutes, it was just like, oh, you've hit your limit for today. I was like, excuse me? Yeah, I got I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with my tomorrow, but apparently it's unplug everything and plug it all back in.
Sleep off.
That's what you're gonna do with your day tomorrow?
Cable management.
I haven't used any of this setup in like a week and a half, and my N64 turns on, but something in one of the like many different components that goes between the N64 and the TV is not allowing for the connection to make it to the TV.
What are we playing? Circuit? Just play? Just play.
Just play.
Do any of these look like New York if it was Mr. Saturn?
What? Mr. Saturn. Is which
I said,
one?
do any of these look like New York, but they're Mr. Saturn? Wasn't that like Pop-Tart's comment? It's like if New York was a tank who is a Mr. Saturn who was an Amogus pointing. Well, let's see, I'm not crazy. That was Rush 1.
Where's Pop-Tart? Is he not able to make it today?
Pop-Tart was going to a wedding this weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's just
Oh.
Game works. That's exciting. Also, I had to not feed my my setup through a capture card, and the picture looks way better than I remember it looking.
Mm-hmm.
Which feels weird.
What do you mean?
Like, my capture card shouldn't be degrading the quality of the N64 footage that much, should it?
Depends. Ideally not. I mean, is it a lot? Are you sure it's not in your head? I don't mean that
Probably
at
in
all
my
like
head.
rude. It's I think this kind of thing all the time, and I'm always asking myself the same. That's all I'm saying.
It is probably in my head.
All right.
Alright, I got it all set up.
Oh.
How long was last year's race of this? Like 3.5 hours?
Yep.
Ooh.
This
Well-
is that long? What the hell?
It was 3.5?
Yeah.
3.5 max.
We're doing Rush 2, right?
Yeah.
Rush 2, so
Okay.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess.
I
Do
think
not
Rush...
look it up.
Right?
Right. It's the game that's not listed under tests.
Most of which are the West Coast.
There's Long New York, Other New York.
Wasn't that
Hawaii.
because the map looks like New York? Is it actually in New York?
Oh, it's probably called Downtown.
So
I don't
there's
think
New
these-
York, New York, San Francisco, and 2 other places.
I'm looking at Seattle right now as my
Okay.
first race.
I got New York.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you driving around on the island?
Yeah. The Alcatraz level, you go on the island.
It is the good track.
It's short. It's
Not
short.
good.
There's a little loop we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Classic
I've
clip.
only ever played Rush 1 and Rush 2049. I don't know if I can remember playing Rush 2 ever.
Wow.
You will remember if you remembered this pretty quickly.
Is
Well-
2049 also 3 hours?
No.
Nah,
Well-
that's like the shortest one. That's like not even 2.
Because I feel like Rush 2 is like 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably shorter than playing one NASCAR track with 100% laps. But I don't regret doing it.
My only regret is that I let myself run out of fuel in that race and had to start the whole thing over.
Oh yeah.
So, Piper was the winner the first time we did Rush 2 with a 310,
What did last place finish in?
332.
Okay. So it's
Oh,
three
nice.
and 3.5 hours.
And the second time around, it was 338.
So it's 3.5 hours. Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't matter how bad you are. 3.5 hours. Okay. Oh, more of a range there.
Right?
I can't wait till for 25 years to visit home and see all the how Rush has influenced.
I feel like I
The
just
city.
laughed. Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
No, that was it.
That fucking suck, dude. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, I feel like I just laughed at a Wings 2 joke that no one made, but it was just hanging in the
Yo, Wings 2. Did you see what Spike Vegeta ended up giving it as a rating? I didn't catch the
No.
ending. I want to know if it was a 1. He literally at one point said, "This game is worse than having my balls smashed with a hammer," but it didn't think he was gonna give it a 1.
What?
That's
Just
Spike
like that
Vegeta
quote.
for-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. This is the
Yeah,
wrong
let me
thing.
get his.
Happy Spocktober, everybody.
Wings 2, got a 2.
Oh my. So there are games that are even worse.
Did he
There
ever
are-
finish Super Buster Bros?
He
He
did
did.
finish Super
He gave it
Buster
like an
Bros.
8.
He gave it an 8.
Hell yeah! And he actually like beat it. He
Yeah.
went back and clutched it out.
Yeah, he won on like the first or second run that next day.
Nice. I'll have to go watch that when it's on YouTube, if it's on YouTube.
He was very stubborn in that final level. He had many lives, but he would not shoot the like breakable things.
Oh,
alright.
So like he
What?
was like
Give me a second
handicapping
already.
himself. He was handicapping himself by not actually shooting the breakable to get like the clock and the double shot. And I think I put in there. In the expert mode, there are items in there because he kept saying like that must be the gimmick of this final level is they just give you no items. I'm like, nope, that's not it. you just gotta shoot them, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He did keep doing it. There was one level in particular that was just like, you just gotta stop grabbing it. It was like that second to last level or something like that.
Yeah. Yo, 105 is Hook. Hook SNES, nice. Discord Wars Classic. On the Ball, another Shoe Horse
Oh,
game at
shit.
113.
You know, how long until he vomits while playing it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good thing.
He's playing Mystic Quest right now? I didn't know that.
Let's go for it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Have fun holding
3,
out.
2, 1, rush, everyone.
Is that the restart button? Okay, good to know. Thank you.
We have to choose cars too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
What is enter
Hey,
code?
that's a
What is the
different game.
code?
You don't enter a code.
Okay, just
Oh,
Oh, no, I
you
just
choose
picked the
new
truck as the
circuit.
First thing.
Yep, I'm trucking too.
Yeah, I'm trucking.
Wow.
I'm concepting.
It's dangerous. What game is that? Is that...
That's Rush.
That's the first Rush?
Yeah. When there's only like 5 cars to choose from.
Yeah.
Well, I hit
Yeah,
A
it
to
feels
change my
overwhelming
color.
in this game.
Started the race, so we're black and white
And
red all over.
Oh, okay. The C up button is also
Yeah,
a restart button.
yep, it's cool.
Is there like a camera change?
C left, I think. C right. Neither of those
L.
actually.
No, C right is a.
L is your camera change.
L is the
Oh.
camera.
Probably because no one can reach for the L button.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that's the last angle that I want. Okay.
The worst angle.
All these angles suck.
Maybe I shouldn't be playing this off OBS.
And you just have to win each of the races? How does this work?
You don't have to
you
win.
don't
You
have
just
to
have
win.
to keep playing until it ends.
Okay, you just keep holding A. Alright, I can deal with that.
Yep.
This is
That
the
easy.
Candyland of Candyland of N64 racing games.
That's true. Good way to put it. Uptown backwards, very fun.
Oh hey, it's a Gauntlet Legends advertisement.
We always see that. We still never played the game.
So when are we
I'm not
playing
looking
it?
forward to it. Maybe we should play it at GDQ.
Yo.
Last time we did that, it crashed.
Yeah, it like
But
wouldn't
we-
work that time. We were trying.
Also, if you run out of time in a race, you just run out of time in the race, and it's gonna make you go to the next race. You're gonna go to the next race. So, in
Oh
case
yeah, I
that
forgot
happens,
to turn time off.
I did as well.
Wait, you can turn that off?
Yep.
Yeah, there's some way to turn off timeouts.
It's probably like better if you leave it on. I guess I'm not. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm cheating. Anyway, oh, I can change my car color now. Shoot.
I did come within frames of running out of time on my first race. In this.
Well, a lot of people don't turn it off and they're fine, but I'm bad, I guess. So
Yeah, I'm not to brag, but I'm kicking ass right now.
yeah, Tapioca's good.
Yeah, same.
I caught up. I caught up by running out of time.
Okay, okay, we're still kicking ass.
I'm in fourth
Yeah, by
place.
kicking ass, I mean
Zero
second,
for a
but
one.
I'm kind of cruising.
I'm rush. Ow. Yeah, why did I think there was going to be an invisible wall there? To be honest,
The
I-
indestructible car. I banged this
I
with so
thought
many
there were gonna
balls and it
be-
still hasn't blown up.
a lot. I don't know what I'm saying. Why?
There's no
So
way.
hello, Scooby.
Oh, why?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a midway game?
Whoa.
What? Mountain? Why is a Mountain Dew advertisement in Rush?
They need to put these Rush maps on that website that has like the maps from some games. Yes, no clip. I love that sometimes. I don't know, yeah. it's a good
To like
question.
extract the maps from the game somehow. That's the hard part.
I bet that's not that bad. Oh my god! I didn't know cars were aggressive towards you in this game. I didn't know people would try to bump you off the road.
Don't feel like they did that in 2049.
I mean, that's the future. The future is always harsh.
I guess
think
not allowed
2049
to
is
bump
cool.
cars in the future.
Yeah. Maybe.
Guess I'll be sure to write down that circuit code that I'm never gonna use.
Somewhere there's a page on Game FAQ that has every circuit code for every one of the map variations.
And yes, this is standard for Rush. Very long races,
Yeah.
and a lot of them. So, we're in for a long one.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes.
Okay, what's the good code?
So is that this game? I guess
I
there was
think exotic.
the first Rush that wasn't that long.
I think exotic because
Unless you're gonna drift everywhere. Which, I'm not even sure I understand how to drift.
that's C
I'm
left,
gonna go
right?
sedan. I like the sedan. Becomes Sedaniel.
Did I just take a shortcut?
Yo, thanks AI for helping me turn the corner.
That roadkill game looks pretty good, Tapioca.
It is pretty good. I expected pure shit, so it's actually good, which is surprising.
What game is that?
Roadkill for GameCube. Yeah, so both songs, I recognize both. That's how you know. How's everyone doing today? What we all have for dinner?
Well, I'm eating right now. That's why I'm driving with one hand.
Nice. Is it pizza?
So nice.
No, I didn't know if it should be.
Oh.
I asked Giga if I should get pizza, and he said it sounded like I thought I should get pizza. I was like, whoa. In fact, I didn't want pizza, but it's funnier if I say whoa, so. Nah, I have some, like, barbecue.
What's your name?
We're on the same seed, I'm telling you. 'Cause I did Hawaii and now I'm doing Alcatraz.
Yep, I'm on a different seed from here.
Yeah, I did
New York
Seattle.
and now I think Las
I
Vegas.
did Las Vegas.
Oh my god, I almost just timed out in Alcatraz. That would be so sad.
I need to be in jail.
Using the truck, I came very, very close to timing Alcatraz. Several times.
Yeah, I'm trucking, unfortunately.
I'm coasting between like right when it goes down to 0 and then it cuts off your gas, and then I'm hitting the checkpoint.
Yeah.
That's good that this is one of those games where you can coast through after running out of time.
I do appreciate
Yeah, if you
that.
come to a complete stop.
That's like satisfying. So many games
Yeah.
just like instantly stop you.
You can change your car. You're allowed to.
Yeah, I swapped from truck to sedan, which probably isn't better.
Oh, if you scroll down that menu, you can customize parts.
Are you a
for
lag
change of
reducing?
stats.
Four nothings. Hey, I don't want to say Andy.
Well, no, my eyes are just never looking actively at my car.
Oh.
Dude, in Alcatraz,
Press the L.
there is a fence that just appears in front of you. just loads in at the last second.
Sounds about right.
You hit him with the curse of Pop-Tart Cat.
I think that fence is really just a statement about life.
Yeah.
You know, Rush 2 ahead of time as an artistic expression.
Right?
Life comes at you fast, so does this fence.
Right? Look at Remnant, not here because of a new fence that was a roadblock.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the mirrors. Can't forget those.
Every permutation
When
of
we getting
weather.
upside down?
Yeah.
I think this is the Vegas map,
I started
but I love that it just has huge holding straightaways.
Even more fog.
Monster Truck Madness levels of fog.
Turok levels of fog.
That too.
Dude, the van is low-key kind of juiced.
The van has better control than anything else, and probably more acceleration and better drifting.
And also pretty high top speed. Like, the truck is nothing compared to the van.
I was getting 145 in my exotic. I don't know what you're getting.
I was riding the wall and straightaways doing
145?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I'm getting nowhere near that in the sedan.
I'll try the bus. Since
Oh,
I'm on the screen.
I'm in kilometers.
Oh, that's ugly. I love it.
Kilometers.
Yeah.
Is that even a real unit?
More like kilometers.
Exactly.
Doing like 250s in kilometers. I forgot how much that is in miles.
That'd be about 150.
What's your name?
It would take longer to 100%. In the sense that 100%ing Rush 2 involves beating it with every single vehicle.
Oh, well, you
this
also need
game-
to.
Oh,
This game
Yeah, you gotta collect all the
or
cans.
Ogre Battle.
But like, there's cans.
Yeah, cans of Mountain Dew.
how would you not be able to hear them in the Discord calls making noise, Fish?
Oh no, Spock, are you just laughing to yourself?
No.
That clip of you was just so we're talking to nobody.
God, I've been
That doesn't make
bamboozled
sense,
once
Fish.
again.
Isn't?
Dude, the
Didn't
Vanish
I
move.
just do this track?
Okay, well.
I mean, you will do
Cool.
the track 4 times, so.
Did I uncheck one instead of two? When
No,
was,
I guess there's two
did.
Las Vegases.
when I was doing the Cosmic Bowling.
I never remember to
I
check this.
did a barrel roll. That was sick.
Nice.
Yo, I did the same thing.
Just used some stairs to casually do a barrel roll.
Can you hear them now, Fish?
You fixed it. Okay, I'm absolutely becoming a fan.
I'm in first place. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm in the van right now.
A van truther.
Yeah. If you ain't with the van, you ain't my homie. Tapioca.
Alright, I'm with the sedan. It does rhyme. Can we
Sedan.
form like a van sedan alliance?
Oh,
If you
I
call it
know
the
I love a
Savannah.
good truce.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know he loves politics.
And truce. Van sedan. Intercontinental Alliance.
You just can't call it the Savannah something.
Did you name your vehicle Zenadine?
You're kidding me, dude. No, but
But you can.
I
name
just got robbed
vehicles.
so hard.
Pony Express.
The reference is lost on me. I'm sorry, Shoe Horse.
He's a soccer player.
Oh.
Thank you, Rio.
You're welcome.
I'm assuming that you were laughing very heartily over there.
There should be a green. You haven't been hearing it the whole time on the Discord call? All of the hearty laughter.
Yeah, exactly. You got robbed.
Yeah, I got robbed really hard right as you were telling that bad joke.
Oh no. I wasn't paying enough attention.
This muscle
one of
car
the
tops out at
billboards-
like 160.
Is one of these billboards just for videogames.com?
Nice.
I think I saw that.
Who do you think owns video games?
Best advertisement.
Ted Turner.
I mean, in New York, there's definitely an advertisement for the musical Rats.
There are also rats in the subway, which is flavorful. More appropriate.
New York
True to
always
real
gets a
life.
bad rap for rats, but like, I bet there's rats in every subway.
Oh yeah.
But also, when you walk around New York, you're like, oh, well, it's the evening, and there's a massive rat right in front of me.
Oh. fair enough. I didn't know.
And it asks you for a cigarette, you get very uncomfortable because you don't smoke.
Who's your Zoomer?
They're dragging slices of pizza around.
That's just me. If you ever see a rat dragging a slice of pizza around New York, that is just me.
Didn't it turn out that that was staged?
What?
I don't
A rat
I-
dragging a slice of pizza.
I didn't know it really happened.
Pizza rat? Yeah.
I didn't know.
I
that.
didn't know
I
that was
just
a
assumed it would have
specific
been
thing.
like
That just
a couple isolated incidents.
That's just
and
my
not-
everyday life.
that's just what happens. I don't know. If it's
Oh.
staged, then it's a staging of something that they could have just seen.
No, Pete.
I
Pizza
know what
rat.
picture. There's a very specific picture that I assume Shoe Horse is referencing.
Yeah, of a rat dragging a slice of pizza, like either up or down the stairs going into the subway.
Oh.
Are you familiar with the rat hole in Chicago?
The rat hole in Chicago.
I saw the rat hole.
That sounds familiar.
I think it has since been.
I would like to be familiar with the rat hole in Chicago.
You'll have to ask Jenny.
So basically, one day mysteriously, there was they replaced a thing in the sidewalk, and there was just an
yes.
indent
Yes.
in it of a rat. Which, when you think about it, is okay. A rat got in the wet cement, right? But there's no footprints. There's no nothing. It's just the
This
imprint of
sounds
a rat
familiar
around
to
the
me
center
now.
of around the center of the sidewalk, like slab.
Yeah.
So someone must have picked up a rat and then just dipped it in the wet cement and then let it go and walked away.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, and then it got filled in, and there were tributes to the rat hole as well. This was a
Yeah,
recent
it was
thing.
freed
Uh-huh.
after
It was
filled
like
in.
January or something,
It
maybe.
sounds
It was earlier this
familiar
year.
now that.
People started
Dang.
making
I didn't
pilgrimages to
expect
the
to
rat
hear a
hole.
sad
People got
story
buried in
here.
the rat hole.
The neighbors were like, please stop coming to the rat hole.
Yeah.
You're very loud outside in the middle of the night.
When I went to Chicago with my girlfriend, she went to visit the rat hole. It was a whole thing. The rat hole.
That's
Apparently
awesome.
now it's just
was a whole
like
thing.
they kept it, like the whoever controls, I don't know if it's the transit authority, whoever is in charge of the sidewalks, like in one of their, it's like in the government's possession.
The rat hole is in the government's possession.
Yeah, it's been taken by the city government of Chicago.
As a symbol of
Like
their
an Area 51 type of
corruption.
situation.
You can't just invent culture.
We've got our
It's
top
gotta
men looking at it.
form and then you must seize
It
it.
goes in the archive with all the other cursed artifacts that they've been collecting.
Yeah, it's right next to the Ark of the Covenant.
That's an altered item. That would be in control somewhere.
What?
The rat hole. If I saw the rat hole in one of the like little booths in Control, which I was just playing, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Van is sick as hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Whoa,
and
6.
I think I've defined the rush to
The meta.
I'm gonna swap to Van next race. I'll be the judge of that.
I have a green and purple van. That's pretty sweet. Videogame.com.
I believe
for
any
sale.
time I would gain on the van is
No one owns
lost
it.
by switching to the van.
We could own it for thousands of
no
dollars. I'm
shot.
sure.
It's still so early in the race.
That's true. Oh, I'm slamming into a wall. And now I'm going.
There was steering with the fast cars. Was slamming into the wall.
Yeah. The van's pretty fast.
It is, yeah. It's only like 10 miles per hour slower top speed. Something fast cars.
I mean, how
Uh,
long are you
oh,
getting to
so
that top
much
That's
speed
better.
anyway?
pretty
It
significant
is
top
so
speed.
easy to drive.
I did the exotic for one race, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, the exotic's what I've always run. That's the Cruising USA looking car, so I just gotta.
Did you guys ever run back California Speed?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Twice actually.
Great game.
Twice.
Shoehorse
No.
ran it, just did it once.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
that's
missed it.
We're topping out like 150, 151.
Right, yeah, I got
That's
up to.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
my sedan barely goes that fast. You have to go a really long straightaway.
2 on a long straightaway, 4 on a long straightaway, 155 in Vegas, 156. Am I gonna hit 158?
I think
yeah,
I
my-
was 159
I trouble-
at the straightaway in
I'm
Vegas.
pretty
Triple
sure that
drifting.
sign said Wildlife on the
159?
bottom.
I hit a wall? No, I didn't hit a wall.
I'm sticking with my muscle car. I can't abandon the muscle car.
I was in a fight for first, but I hit a palm tree.
Driving a freaky muscular car.
I don't really know what's muscle about a muscle car.
I think the muscle is just that they have like powerful engines usually.
It's like
V8s
that-
and stuff.
It's like that cursed toy from Toy Story 1, the one that Sid creates where he puts the like muscular duck on a
Yeah.
on a
Oh,
RC.
yeah.
Stand that imagery.
Dude, that part of the movie used to scare me as a kid.
Yeah.
Understandably.
The freakish like spider one with the doll head.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Shaved,
yeah, that-
shaved doll head.
That one traumatized me so much that I don't think I can remember what any of the others look like.
There was the like legs and fishing pole.
Oh yes,
Legs and fishing pole, and
Yeah.
then the man that was dragging the skateboard.
Oh, the like melted army man
Yeah.
with skateboard legs.
Yeah, I think it was
all
headless.
sound like protagonists from Bennett Body games.
They could be. Melted man on skateboard would be a good Bennett body quap
Bennett
like type.
Foddy, Hideo Kojima, you know, I mean, you can see it.
Yeah, you'd be called like
Skateboardman. And he's carrying the skateboard around.
Now that's tappy.
I mean, that's basically Fat Man, right? He's on rollerblades or something like that.
Yeah.
Die Hard Man is still my favorite one. Heartman who just has a heart condition or something.
I think Peace Walker has like Hot Coldman or something.
What a man, what a visionary.
I don't know if anyone's ever supposed to get better than third place, but by God.
Gotta pour my beer on the next straightaway.
such a good idea.
Got on the next straightaway, actually. Oh, not quite.
There was a sign of the California speed in New York.
I swear I've raced uptown New York 3 times now already. I'm doing it right now.
I'm on my second
started
Hawaii,
there.
so I'm already halfway done my Hawaii
I've
quota.
done Vegas twice,
Yeah.
which makes me sad because I know I'm going to need that straight away in an hour.
I won't run
Yeah, I've
straight
also
into that
done
wall.
Vegas twice.
Man,
think that-
you touch one wall and it's just 2nd to 7th.
Yeah.
Depressing game.
I kind of been using, well, some of them to make corners, but it doesn't help when I go straight on go wall.
It really doesn't.
Oh, yeah, that didn't work out. No, it cost me the race.
Let that be a lesson, kids.
I think the videogames.com sign is
Seattle
also a
looks
GameSpot
pretty
sign.
short.
That would make sense.
It would make sense because, yeah. Because when someone said videogames.com, I'd be like, sounds like something Giant Bomb or Jeff Gerstmann would have. And if it's GameSpot, then it probably was Giant Bomb people or Jeff Gerstmann who made it videogames.com. They had a lot of weird URLs to that site. Well, at least the Giant Bomb. Probably GameSpot.
Okay, downside of the van. you
Okay,
can
yeah, videogames.com
go hard.
does redirect to Giant Bomb. I just checked.
Okay, right.
Oh, interesting.
Well, you can say, yeah.
No doubt that'll be the, or Giant Bomb will be the successor to that. I love to have the back of an AI and blowing up.
But videogame.com is for sale, is what I've been told.
Is that so?
What about video dot game?
What
Good
about
question.
That is a insecure lander page with nothing on it.
anyone know if Mafia.gg is taken?
I don't know. I know Mafia.moe is taken. SG4E owns that domain for some reason and still pays for it.
One day.
Oh, I didn't realize the shortcut for this track just went through like hell or something.
You're in Hawaii.
It was done.
Oh yeah, it is Hawaii.
It's a
That's right. That
volcano.
makes sense. I just forgot what city I was in for a while. As you know,
That's too. Okay.
I'm just looking at streets mostly.
Imagine if the
Streets
whole
went
game
close.
was filled with Wi-Fi ads.
Oh gosh.
What's your name?
No, I am not
Volleyball
buying your game
played
just
that
because
was
of an
just
ad.
a constant
Especially not.
ad.
Especially not in my
That
life.
was Beach Spikers.
An ad for what?
Everything. There was
Every-
a Holiday
they had
Inn
the Pringles-
stage. There was a Pringles,
Pringles
stage.
Court, right?
Holiday Inn.
Oh,
Yeah. They managed to get Holiday Inn to sponsor their volleyball game. And so the
no, why
stage
did you
was
raid
just
into
covered
this?
in Holiday Inn logos.
That's
They
really
Thanks for the
crazy.
raid picks.
Like base texture and just repeated it as a skin over
Yeah.
every surface that they could outside of the volleyball arena.
Hear me out though. It's Rush, but every once in a while you have to get out of the car to play a hole of golf. It's like a biathlon thing.
what?
I've always thought that there'd be a fantastic, like, golf game where part of it is you have to drive the golf cart aggressively.
I mean, I'm kind of racing on both sides of the road here.
The last Mario Golf game, it didn't do that with carts, but it did kind of try to do that.
Yeah, it kind of, I don't know. Nobody liked
whether
that
it was
mode.
successful or
Shoot
not,
picks.
but
What are you
like,
up to?
the idea of frantically running to your shot, it's got
Remind
some
me as I
legs.
barrel roll all the way over here. Have to reset.
I do think the golf cart would be like a more fun way to interpret that.
It sounded like a great idea. I was very excited for it. It wasn't though.
Yeah.
I think that when you're playing a golf game, you probably just want to play golf and don't want this distracting shit.
But the other part of
Yeah,
it was that it
exactly.
disincentivized making like really good shots because you still had to be really fast.
Yeah.
Well, it also meant like if you were the first one to land on the green, someone would have just been waiting to like explode your ball and knock you into
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a fine core idea, and I think the mechanics around it were all bad.
But you could golf as Wiggler, so it was worth it.
True.
That's pretty
They
good.
brought back
Wiggler
King
and-
Bob-omb, and I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that guy.
With your daddy Bowser.
Yeah. Wet Bowser, wet DK. Looked pretty good.
Slick DK.
Yeah.
When is season 3?
I put season 3 out, and then
Looks
it was pretty quickly turned into people being like, "That was 2 years ago. No one plays this anymore."
You could
They
always
said
make
that, or
season
they just
3 a
didn't
different
sign up?
game.
They told me that by
Right,
not
okay.
signing up.
Okay.
Well, but what if you were to do it now?
I could probably do it now. I mean,
Yeah. Now it's been 4 years. So.
Now it's
Yeah,
getting nostalgic to play golf. So you
Also,
right.
hope the stream was good picks.
It's retro now.
Sounds like it was a lot of fun.
Golf looked really fun.
Especially with not
Yeah, I would probably
Playing
playing
play
in
it
3
now.
months.
Golf was probably where the whole experience jumped the shark for me.
the
as far
motion
as
control
playing
speed golf.
Playing too much Mario Golf felt like playing too much Mario Golf when we were venturing into the world of how could we become the best motion control speed golfers on the ladder.
That was
Yeah.
crazy of you guys, yes.
What?
But all you had to do is wait until like 8 p.m. on the last day of the month when the leaderboards would roll over, and then trying to get a lobby for motion control speed golf, where it would just wait forever and be like, well, it's just the two of you against computers. And you would play one round, and because they had
Oh,
what,
no,
like
is
a
this
year's worth of cosmetics,
No, it's not.
basically.
Yeah.
And as soon as that year was up, and they cycled back to the same
What the-
unlockables, they're just like, oh, there's no reason to play multiplayer anymore.
Oh, did they do that for Mario Golf?
They've done
Yeah.
that for like everything.
Yeah, because they did that for that other sports game that you and Spock played for an entire year.
Yeah.
And this
Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, Switch Sports.
I mean, even Splatoon is like sort of on that philosophy, but it has like a longer end date.
Huh.
They really are sort of in this halfway zone between being regular video games where you buy it and the stuff is there, and well, they're not that, but they have like everything ready mostly, and then they're like sort of catching up to the idea that everything can be an ongoing live service type thing, except for the part where they never make any more money off of it, so they have no reason to keep it going for more than like a year. Except
That's
for like
why they
Smash
gotta
Bros, where they can
create
release
more
more
stuff
characters.
so
and then,
they can make more money off of it.
yeah, well, they have to
Go
charge
the
for it
GTA
first.
route. Anything
I mean-
with microtransactions.
Golf may not have had a very long lifespan, but I mean, compared to the soccer game,
Oh yeah,
as the
sure.
damn infinite beast.
At least a good amount of content for the golf game too. Like there was what 2 or 3 more courses, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
actual DLC.
like surprise new Donk City.
Right.
They
there
like
were two
added more
like-
story modes. Oh, is that tennis? They added more
Yeah, there was-
something more to tennis too.
There was definitely no new story mode. Most of the new courses, though, were of the variety where it was like, it's all just one giant tangled bowl of spaghetti,
Yeah.
and every hole looks exactly the same.
Right.
well, that's also Speed Golf's fault for the design level.
True.
Wow, Hawaii is very long.
Yeah. It's like an 8-minute track or something.
Yeah, 7:57.
Is it a 9-minute track? And I don't even know.
Oh
what
gosh,
it
I
was.
haven't
I
seen
did
Hawaii
too.
yet, but
I
it
did
sounds
too.
like I'm not in
Oh
for a
my
fun
god,
time.
I'm in Vegas for a third time.
Los Angeles.
I have no idea where I am right now, but it's been 8.5 minutes and we're still driving.
Alright, but what does the mini map
Yeah.
look like?
You're in
It
Hawaii.
looks like a sideways letter T.
Really?
Sideways
You're in
left.
New York.
Oh,
That's New York.
Okay, that's a New York one. Well, no, it can't be because
you
there's
sure?
palm trees.
I think it's Los Angeles.
Oh,
I think it's Los
future,
Angeles.
It's
It's Los
future
Angeles.
New York, Los Angeles hybrid.
Yeah.
How could
Once-
they do that?
Due to
Demolition
Pangea,
Man.
they eventually are gonna come together.
Los
The tectonic plates.
Yeah.
I don't.
Don't do 161 in the van. Y'all are sleeping.
I
That's
don't think you could go
insane.
through that.
Wow, it's 161.
Hey,
Insanity.
this Los Angeles song is kind of a banger.
Isn't it like so good? Whenever you put that PHAT fat porn beat drop thingy in there, it's always good. The Philly hit.
Gosh, this car's brakes suck so bad.
Spock, when you said that, were you thinking about the Dead by Daylight guy from
Okay.
earlier
I
today?
was thinking about the Dead by
Plausible.
Daylight guy for sure. 100%.
It's not entirely light, frankly, but I'm sure it contributes.
Have you tried What the Fog, Giga?
No, I claimed it because they were giving out like free copies
Wait,
Mhm.
what?
for like
What
a
the
limited
fog?
time. Yeah, it's like a weird
It's a mini.
Dead by Daylight
game.
mini party board game thing
Oh,
that they just announced on their anniversary stream.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I mean, it kind of, you have to be like really tuned in to Dead by Daylight to even find out about it at this point.
It's
I don't
on
know.
Steam for like less than $5 now.
It's $5 now. That makes sense. I mean, I didn't really even look at it. I was just like, oh, it's free if you
Yeah, it's the first
go to the
2
website
million,
right now, and I'm like,
I
okay.
believe, is
we'll
what
go.
I heard.
I'm just waiting for Castlevania to get added.
Hmm.
Whoa, my van is flying through the air. Land on your wheels, baby.
162,
my car.
163,
She blew up.
165. Dude, the van is so correct.
The van is so good. I'm swapping to it, dude. I keep forgetting to. I have to
There's-
do that.
Dang, you're tempting me to swap.
I just looked over and saw Safe Seed dissing the van. I mean, keeping the sedan in the chat there too.
All
Dissing it
sedan
by not
keeping is
using it.
inherent van.
Yeah.
listen.
All right, we don't have to make
How's
this
the
association.
van's
You're
steering
either with
ability?
us or against
Flying,
us. Team van.
Sedans and vans have coexisted for hours. Okay. For dozens of races, the two have been
Dozens?
Hey, between all of us, yeah.
Between all of us, yeah.
Okay, sure.
collective
There's-
hours of
There's
gameplay.
8
People
entrants.
say
We've
man
been playing
hours.
for half hour, so it's 4 van hours
Person
of
hours.
gameplay.
Yeah.
This has only been 40 minutes. Wow.
Yep.
I feel like I just
I feel like
started.
I've gotten so far.
Yes.
I'm on race 5 or something. They're so long.
Alcatraz 2. I can't be halfway through my Alcatrazes.
That's what I feel about being 3/4 of the way done my Las Vegas is like, damn.
I need to have an
I have
Alcatraz to
not
look
been
forward
to
to.
Vegas at all yet.
Vegas is nice. That's where you just have it's a long figure 8 straightaway and then like 2 turns.
Oh, it's the figure 8. Okay.
Oh, but what side is the fence on? I don't know.
I don't know what you
It's
mean.
fence.
Probably on the right side right now.
And yes, there's a lot of races in this, and they're all long. So I hope you enjoy.
It's the podcast episode of
Yeah,
N64
exactly.
Mania.
Yeah, it's 24 races. They're about 8 minutes long each. That's roughly 3 hours. of
Oh, I
gameplay.
thought it was 28.
Insane. I can't believe
Whatever
they're
it is.
8 minutes each. No, you're right. It's just like,
It's just
you know, prepares you for
Imagine
the
being
year.
in the arcade, you'd so get your money worth if you made it to the end.
Who's gonna?
Yeah, over that Cruise
I can
USA
only think
game.
of one event where we would ever have been at the arcade for so long, and I would have had so much time to myself that I could have beaten all of Rush.
Oh, no. I mean, just like even playing a single track.
Oh.
Playing a full track is definitely your money's worth at the arcade.
I mean, but you die.
If you die
at
and
the
then they
arcade.
say, "Hey, put another quarter
Yeah,
in,"
I never.
Oh, that'd be
No, when you
disgusting.
explode, they just restart you. But
You
I think
could
the timing
lose it.
is tighter.
I mean, but your game over is your game over. If you explode a lot and you don't, I guess, know to reset yourself at least.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
If there
Run
was
out of
even a
time.
reset button in the arcade, I guess.
Right. I just know that I died in this game. I did not finish a race a lot of the time, I think.
I don't even know. I think it was just like San Francisco Rush the Rock or something that instead of
Yeah.
like Rush 2. You know,
Yeah.
Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, Rush the Rock. That's on GameCube.
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't know
what?
that was a thing.
Yep.
that
In
happen?
Midway Arcade Collection Volume.
Oh, that's what you
right.
mean, yeah. That thing looks like absolute. Wait, does that one look good? Did you play that?
I must have played a race of it, but
saw
don't
you
remember
draw the
it.
game, but yeah, I don't.
Oh,
think
I
you
played
did play
Hy-
Hydro
I was
Thunder.
gonna say that also had Hydro
Oh,
Thunder.
that's
You definitely
yeah.
had Hydro Thunder.
Cool.
Go, Hydro Thunder.
Hydro Thunder, definitely the correct choice. What is happening?
Yeah, I mean it's true. I probably would have tried to play Rush, but
I must
Well,
have done a
Hydro
race of
Thunder
Rush.
thing where, like,
Dude, get off my
the
bumper.
AI, like it's checkpointed whether or not the AI is rubber banding you or not, so you could finish the race slower in the time that you get first than in one time you get second or third.
Yeah.
this game you mean?
No, in Hydro Thunder.
Oh, 100.
Yeah, Hydro Thunder, like when you finally win, it's just like, wow, that wasn't even close to my best attempt.
Oh,
I,
right.
Yeah.
I finished 3 seconds faster than this before and lost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That happened to me a
Sounds
couple
about right.
times. Definitely happened on the track with like the bait shortcut that was bad.
Yeah.
What a
which
memorable
one?
One where
track.
you need to go not under that waterfall.
Yeah,
that's
when
the
you don't
waterfall
go
track.
under
Waterfall.
If a game's ever
Yeah.
disincentivizing going under a waterfall, then it's like doing something wrong, honestly.
Reevaluate your life choices, game designer.
Big respect to
Agreed.
Hydro Thunder for having the huevos to tell their players to not go into the waterfall, or rather to challenge the wisdom, the gamer wisdom under the waterfall is good.
Yeah, it's truly bad. You wouldn't know it. It seems faster. There's nothing telling you like you're losing ground, except for you're losing ground.
It just seems like it should be better, and they even have like power-ups there, but it just doesn't make up for the difference.
Yeah, you gotta spend a lot of quarters doing it wrong before you learn that you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And someone said we were all using like the low-level car. Damn the torpedoes.
Hey, damn the torpedoes. That was a good car.
It was good. It was
I think
probably
we-
only good because it made the AI easier, but it was good.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
The
good
R2
car to
had all
me.
the lore.
Yeah, I mean, I think it like the way the rubber banding interacted with it, with the shitty car, made it easier. At least
Yeah, I
that
was
was the
trying to remember.
hypothesis.
I mean, that's true. It was true.
Well, it seemed to be true. Yeah, you'd have to be a lot better at least to make the better car worth it. It felt like,
Yeah, and I wasn't.
and I don't think any of us were.
Yeah.
New York downtown. I think I was already in Uptown.
Dude, this Vegas straightaway is so good.
That's why I'm so sad I only have one left.
What is the difference between downtown and uptown?
heck? Down and
Uptown's
one's up.
got the bridge. Oh, downtown's got the bridge.
Downtown, you cross the Brooklyn Bridge to start.
Yeah.
And Uptown Funk don't give it to you.
Oh, I was meaning like real life definitions. What's the difference?
Oh,
Literally, just up is north of down.
Yeah.
but downtown
Oh, okay.
implies like a core of sorts. But then
Uptown
uptown
one,
is proximate to that, I guess.
in this game at least, Uptown means like Central Park.
Ah,
Like Midtown is like everything in the numbers. Not everything in the numbers, but like the numbers below the park. And Uptown is like Park in North.
Why
for
does
me,
the Vegas
downtown just
level-
means an entire different city that happens
does-
to be south.
Fuck, how do you have 22 races left? That's not possible.
6 times 8 is 48 minutes if they really are 8 apiece. And I'll tell you, my races have been about 8. This is the longest tracks, dude.
Aren't there only 24? Oh no, are there 28 races in this game?
Yeah, I think
I
there's
think
28.
it's 7 times 4.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You getting that bonus rush content.
Well, you're already 45
The
minutes
race room
in,
was
so
right.
It's too late.
No,
Yeah.
I know how the sunk cost fallacy works.
Hey, what's the fallacy? I'm really hoping this is going to be a fallacy, but I think it is. When someone says, if they weren't doing this, they would have been doing X other thing anyway, so it's okay. Like, this isn't a big deal because this other stuff exists, and they would have, you know?
That's opportunity cost, I think.
Oh, you're saying like, in terms of a negative thing, like, well,
Yeah,
what-
like you do the second best
I would be
thing.
doing nothing otherwise, so this is fine.
I guess sometimes the second best thing is nothing.
or are you
So yeah,
doing-
Blondie, my car's not looking too hot.
Well, it's like, it often comes up in crime. This is not where I heard it today, but this often comes up in crime, where, like,
But hey, as long as
they
it's
would
not
be,
blown up, it's
if you didn't
perfectly
give
fine.
them this opportunity, then, like, they would still be committing whatever crime with, you know, it's often with, like, guns or knives or something.
You're saying
gotta
like,
Mhm.
if
Probably false equivalency.
you're
Yeah.
saying like if someone didn't
Maybe.
have a gun to shoot someone, they would have stabbed them instead.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
saying it's like AI isn't a big deal because these other bad things exist. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it's like
That's
equating.
just like,
But why are we
what
comparing
about
AI
is
to
in
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a
think
bit
what about it?
different.
I don't know if whataboutism is the academic term, but it's the best term, so. Academics are wrong if they don't agree with that phrase.
If they weren't
Whataboutism
using
is
this to
more
lie to you,
like-
they'd be using other stuff anyway, so it's fine. You know? It's like defeatism. You just don't care.
If there's no name for this, we can coin it like Spockism or something.
Tribalism.
Oh yeah.
Does Spock want to be the fallacy guy?
I don't know. What did you have, Shoehorse?
What did I have?
You were going to say a thing.
Oh, I guess with whataboutism is more like you justify your bad actions by saying that someone else has other bad actions.
Yeah, well, it
Right.
is
Yeah,
the same
it
vibe
seems
as
about
that to
right.
me, actually. That's sort of the example I was using trying to explain this to somebody else earlier. Look on my sister.
Yeah, it'll get fixed once I blow up. It'll be fine.
I just
Yeah.
See? I got a brand new car now. It's that easy. Now ready for it to get banged up again.
Look, do you ever go into the subway
Like that.
and then you're just facing the train tracks wall and you gotta reset? 'Cause I've done that before, just now.
Oh, we got 21 to go still.
Who's counting?
Exactly. I mean, the game is, thank goodness, because I'm not.
Dude, I just
Why the
switched to
heck
the
is the
van
f-
for this race. This is worse.
Why is the
Wow.
fog brown in LA?
Thanks for. Well, why do you think the fog is brown in LA?
Well, the
Pollution,
poop in the air.
probably.
Well, Tapioca, since you're wrong, you
Thanks for supporting me, more nothing.
can always.
Which one of these is the damn the torpedoes of this game?
Van the torpedoes, dude.
Sedan the torpedoes. You can sedan it really easily.
I don't know. Downtown New York was only a 5:30.
I don't
Oh,
know
I'm
where I am.
going
but
from
I'm only about
downtown to
5:30
uptown.
already.
I've exited the city. Oh, well,
You've gone north into the city at
This
least.
was to be a
North
dig at
into
LA
less
making their fog brown.
Now that I'm playing LA, this is a track that the first time we played this game, I was going on some great shortcut, and somehow the shortcut made me not register one of my laps. And I just did an extra lap of LA.
Damn.
That's truly sad.
Hell yeah. Exactly what we all want to do.
Rush 2 ad on Times Square. Someone put the
The
Rush 2
races,
logo on that
plus a
like
lap.
screen in Times Square that you can just like rent time on.
Oh man. Oh, my first Alcatraz.
Well, I mean, I guess you rent time on all of them, but the one that's like
Anyone can just
cheaper
rent
and
it.
shorter.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Almar was twerking on that at some point when Pikmin 4 was coming out.
I saw the fence.
I
The
remember
next
seeing
time, r/place exists, we gotta hold down a Rush 2
The Rush
logo.
logo.
that. If you go into the N64 subreddit, you might be able to convince people to assist.
I was gonna say, who has the subreddit?
How big is that subreddit?
Those people have some.
Those people are crazy.
Those people have some forgiveness for things that even we don't. Over there.
They also run giveaways in their Discord. Like, they're serious about their little community management thing.
Oh, that's adorable. It's
I don't
nice.
know. It's
know.
not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sounds
It's okay.
Is it not?
It freaks me out a little bit. I don't know, it makes me kind of uncomfortable. It's like they incentivize engagement by doing these giveaways and being like, you have to have posted in the last whatever days. And I get it. You don't just want to give it to randos.
It's one way to get people to engage.
Yeah, it's weird to be incentivized to engage.
Have a bunch of
in
people
general
only there
like
for the
this.
giveaves.
I
What are they giving away?
Engage
Very
with
much-
people who are being paid to talk to me.
It's very much the youth pastor.
Yeah.
method of
We're just
engagement.
sharing the love of the Nintendo 64.
I'm just like scared because of the people on Twitter who are in the N64 like Twitter sphere. The fence got me just now. Tend to be really like sandpaper to interact with. It seems so. A whole Reddit of them, I'm concerned, exists, but maybe
What makes
maybe
them
they're really nice.
sandpaper?
I think anyone on Twitter qualifies as sandpaper these days.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Even the Quest 64 official guy?
I
He's
don't know
okay.
about that guy. I'm talking about Retro As with 2 Z's and N64 Memories.
Yeah, I don't know them.
There's like a third, and they like all follow each other. And that's what I thought. That was a good thing. So we're like, this little N64 community. This is the N64 community on Twitter. But
Accounts like that are sketchy.
yeah,
Why are you running an account for like
yeah.
this is
so.
my nostalgia account? Like what are you hoping to accomplish
It
with
kind
this
of is.
account?
Like,
I
they're
just
very
can't.
into their nostalgia.
Yeah, well, I mean,
My
nostalgia
opinion.
is a shortcut to internet followers in general.
Yeah.
They should just be normal. And
I see on Instagram, I see a lot of like decorated rooms with CRTs, and Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2 is on there.
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing that makes them sandpaper is that they're just pretty negative about a lot of things. I find so. Their posts are just.
oh my god, if you
negative
hit the
posts.
rats in the subway, they make little squeaky toys.
They have to save all their positivity for liking Nintendo 64 games that aren't good.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
Oh, I figured they'd only like the Zeldas and the Marios and hate everything else.
No, they're more elitist.
No, a lot of
about
those
it.
people
There
are
are
like
kinds
the
of
people who
people-
like that one weird game that isn't a
Shadow Man.
Starshot.
Starshot. I haven't seen anyone say they love Starshot.
You know what? When the PC version of Starshot was released on Steam, I was like obsessively Googling it to find fixes, and I found on Twitter like the world's #1 Starshot fan, and they were like drawing Starshot fan art, and they were like such a big fan of Starshot Space Circus Fever. I found the one person on Earth.
It's crazy. That game's
wonder-
almost. It's almost something. I mean, Alta said it best. It was like,
Wow.
it's like this game feels like it should be good. Okay. Spock just made a joke that only true Apex heads will get,
Yeah,
which is why I laughed randomly.
I'm a fake Apex head. Sorry.
But yeah, like, it's such a strange game, and you wish it was good, but it just isn't.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be like a Rocket Robot on Wheels thing,
Didn't do that.
where it's like secretly good, and it's just bad.
But it's not.
It's not secretly bad.
Not so secretly bad.
It has all the makings of a good game, except for being good.
Yeah.
At least all the makings of like a cult classic that people
Yeah.
appreciate on some
Right.
level.
But Scalar has all the makings of being a bad game, except for being good.
Wait.
That game is just bad.
That's what I'm saying. But like, sometimes games are so bad they're good, right?
So you're saying that that
It-
looks like a
it
so
might
bad
be
it's
a
good
bad-
game, except for the
It-
part
it
where it's
looks
good.
like it should be a bad game, and you're like, oh, this game is definitely gonna be bad, and then it just is nothing.
So you're saying it should be Tonic Trouble, but it's Scalar instead.
Tonic Trouble is good.
I thought
I
people
like
liked
Tonic Trouble.
That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of games that are bad, but you're like, oh no, that game's good. Tapioca, I know you understand.
No, I know 100% what you mean. It is a game that is bad by way of blandness when you expect it to be a game that is good by way of badness.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like what I'm interpreting it as.
Okay, well, we're on the same page. The Band Sedan Alliance lives on.
To me, I would call that a movie game in spirit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
The perspective that you gain from playing hundreds of
Absolutely
GameCube games.
Yeah, there are a lot where it's like, this feels like this is an adaptation of a film, but there just is no film. It's just...
What was the... Someone pulled that review quote recently, and it wasn't for Scalar, was it?
it was for
for?
Pac-Man World 3.
Oh, yeah.
This
Right.
is the Pac-Man movie game, but there is no Pac-Man movie.
Well, now they have that, like, TV show.
That's true.
And
It's a
I think
TV
there is a
show.
video game of that, isn't there?
Yeah, on Wii U. I have not played
Of
it.
course it's on Wii U.
Yo, Wii U thing.
Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures for Wii U.
It didn't come out in time to be shovelware for the Wii, so it had to settle for the Wii U.
Yeah.
Prestigious.
I can't do Wii U thing because of Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
One
That's
game.
that's the reason. Unironically, that's the reason why.
What about it?
I
You
don't
gotta
want to play it.
It's like, what, 70 hours probably?
It's like a 70-hour-long JRPG.
Why don't you just declare it sports trash?
Also, Xenoblade Chronicles X, but
Yeah.
I would probably play that.
Isn't that also like 70 hours at least?
Oh yeah.
Or 70.
Oh yeah, definitely up there.
That's insane.
Also Monster Hunter, but
Monster Hunter even
Yes,
have like a
it's
thing
a-
where you're
a
like, that's
Monster
I'm
Hunter
done,
trash.
Monster Hunter.
there must be.
Have you hunted the final monster yet? I mean, Monster Hunter World, but the point of that one is that it has like a plot or something.
Yeah, on Wii U, it's a port of Try.
Yeah,
The
I think
Wii
I
game
got that
for
because
you.
everyone, that was like back when everyone was
Yeah,
like, oh,
I bought
Monster
it.
Hunter is like secretly like a great franchise and everyone needs
Yeah.
to get into it. And Monster Hunter Try on Wii U was like the time to get into it before everyone else got
I fell for
into
this
it.
bait too, Giga. Trust me, I have the game right over there.
I'm glad it was so pervasive in a way because at least I know I wasn't horribly swindled like I was with buying
You
Brink.
were, but we were both horribly swindled.
Like I bought Brink,
Oh no.
so I thought it was giving me the next great PC class-based shooter, and it was bad. And the best thing I ever got out of it was a hat for Sniper on Team Fortress 2. No, this is my third Alcatraz already, dude.
I've yet to see Alcatraz.
I'm burning through my Alcatrazes.
For another Vegas.
I've only been to Alcatraz once and Vegas once. I'm literally saving all the best content for last.
I think
I
I,
haven't
am
been
too.
to much Vegas, so I have that waiting.
What makes you
for
think
me.
Alcatraz is gonna be good?
It's good.
It is
It's
good.
like the one
It's
track
short.
that has something different going on for one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the short track?
That's the
It's
short
the
one
short
with the
track,
upside
it's-
down
And
loop.
it's got like a
And the
loop.
secret fence. And
There's
I
a-
also feel like the frame rate's just really good there too.
It might be, yeah. It's not
It seems
rendering
pretty
as
good
much
on
in
every
like
track for me.
Alcatraz also, you know, there's a small but possible chance it'll send you to space, and that's a little something. It could happen.
More nothings. In terms of things about the Vegas track, where does the random people streaming rank for you?
Wait,
My thing
I
about the
missed that
Vegas
part.
track is the giant green cube off to the side on one of the turns.
I know on one of the track there
Have you
was
seen that?
people clapping.
That's where they were building the sphere. The game knew
So there
that's
was-
what was coming.
Yeah,
There's no
25 years.
NPCs.
This cube will become the sphere.
Gradually shaving it down.
That's how they built it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
random
like
Mountain
the-
Dew.
I like that Vegas, they have the appropriate amount of terror for just like a van peeling through there at 160.
No, my van's not doing too well in this
My
beach
first
sand.
Alcatraz.
No, I forgot the fence was on the right side. Fence is like right at the start of the map.
Really reminded me of that guy who could not stop wooing when he was watching.
Oh, dude, that dude was the biggest Dusty Rhodes fan
Yeah.
in the world.
What?
We've been watching old wrestling, and there was one where this dude was hyped for Dusty Rhodes.
From the time he came out to the time he finished the match,
Non-stop.
he did
GG shoe horse.
GG.
Wow.
What happened,
Dang.
Doris?
I remembered about 45 minutes ago that I woke up at 5 this morning, and
Oh.
I can't. I have just been holding
Very
hands,
normal and
staring
healthy ways of-
vacantly
Oh, that's a
into
big
space.
jump.
So,
Wait, that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah,
I know,
same.
I know, but I did
Yeah, but
take
like
a
without
solid
mountain
like
control in your heart, yeah.
I took a solid nap before this and woke up.
Wait,
The
you
alarm
mean-
went
you
off
mean
at
I'm-
like 8:52, and I was just like, "All right, I'll give it a shot."
Oh, that's the
I mean, I'm not supposed to be tired for this.
But I gotta go to bed.
All right, yeah, it's totally fine. Understand.
The Dreamcast this weekend, right, Shoe Horse?
Yeah.
Oh,
So probably
I
So my
almost
problem
forgot
is-
you were doing that.
Yeah,
You've been going to too many baseball games.
I've been going to too many baseball games. The Red Sox just had a 7-game homestand, so I like
So Shoe
haven't
Horse just
been
had
able
a
to.
7-game homestand.
That include these plays Nationals. Right?
How many beers, how many hot
yeah,
dogs,
with
and how many
Nationals.
innings?
Yeah, Dad, you should have been keeping a tracker for the whole season.
Oh,
Of
I
beers
could.
and hot dogs.
Well, I've had 0 beers. I can tell you that.
Mm.
Um,
How many? Okay, so
I-
how many White Claws?
they do Truly at Fenway.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they would. They would.
How
I've
many
had none.
$14 Trulies have you had?
I think
That's a fish.
$12.50.
Sponsored, okay? The
No,
fish
I
exclusive.
went to Costco and bought like a 40 rack of half-liter water bottles.
Yeah.
And I just bring one of those each game. I'm really doing old man baseball.
Yeah,
Where
you have your headphones in.
yeah,
keeping-
I'm just
keeping
watching the
score.
game on TV. On the portable
Old
TV.
men
yeah.
use headphones.
Uh,
Used me.
no,
You're supposed to sit by the radio and drink your,
Yeah.
smoke your cigar.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Those cute
beers.
rectangular
You've got
TV.
the,
menu
That
combo
that sounds old,
things.
man.
But you gotta have your scorecard with you.
yeah, no, I've been just also I've been leaving most games by like 9:15,
Mhm.
so I can
Oh,
go
LA
home to go to
time.
bed. But at least that's still
Truly old
usually
man.
I get to see at least 7 innings, so that's good.
So it's 0 beers, 0 hot dogs, 7 innings.
No.
Double or seven?
I sometimes have hot dogs,
Okay, good.
but the thing is I can't consider like that's
So that's for the next Friday night game. You can give it a go.
well, I do drive after the game in some capacity. Really
Yeah,
though,
make-
I
makes
just
You need to
sense.
sit in the parking lot.
there's only like 7 more games that are day games before the school year ends,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll be in full swing where I can stay up past 9 p.m. and enjoy myself, and also not have to wear a winter coat at the stadium.
Oh, that was a
You
sick
still have to?
roll over there.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awful.
it's been the situation where,
It's been
yeah, at the start of the game it's like 60 degrees, and by the end of it it's like 45 to 50.
Yeah.
However, no one is sitting near me, so there's no like accumulated body heat to stay warm. It's just me
Oh.
and the elements.
Braving it in the cold
Yeah.
against cruel and bitter nature.
oh, what the?
But yeah, they played the Nats. I think they took 2 out of 3. And next up is I forget. Next week, I think that
I know they play the O's next month because I got a bunch of advertising that get some night tickets to see some O's Red Sox games, but didn't work out my schedule.
they were here for Fenway opener, and I'll tell you that they travel very well. Those fans.
I love the palm trees that are like missing transparency. So they just have like a blue aura.
Oh, I'm really gonna
Enjoy
have
the
to watch
Russian.
out for
Alright,
those.
well, hold on. Spock, are you joining us for Zooter or no?
What is it? At 1 p.m.? No,
We talked about either 12 or 1.
no.
Yeah,
I'll
comfy,
stay on for a second.
comfy Zuda stream tomorrow?
My Uber's
Is
at
it
2
tomorrow?
p.m. So
Yeah.
no worries.
I got a bottle of beer tomorrow, actually. Gotta put some home brew into some bottles and hope it turns out all right.
Fun.
And by that, I mean let it sit for like 2 or 3 more
Yeah.
weeks again.
I got what sounds to be a bad movie double feature with my girlfriend's friends, and that should be pretty fun.
We'll see you tomorrow then.
Sounds good.
Bye, shoe horse.
Bye, shoe horse.
Good evening.
Of course.
Hear what the movies are. I'm slowly inching them towards watching an Alien though, Spock. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the?
Is this just you're just going to like somebody's house?
What were the 2 movies?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to get to. This is why it's so bad. I have no Las Vegas is left. I can't get to a straightaway long enough for me to click over to my Discord and see what.
Just master the one hand. I
Well,
like.
there's too much turn. There's too much steering. In
No, well, you gotta
Yeah.
take your thumb off the A button for a second and inch it with
Oh,
the.
I just
That's
that
what
was
I do.
really
I gotta do
cool.
like a middle finger or ring finger A, and then I'll like index finger steering.
Yeah,
index
hang on.
index steer,
Hefty
thumb
for
on
one
A, and
hand.
then
Yeah, thumb on A, index claws the. No,
could-
index claws
No,
A,
I'm-
thumb
oh,
on the
okay.
stick. This is working.
I've gotta come
oh,
clean.
that's weird.
I feel
for
like
me.
you
I'm not doing
could-
that.
You could use
Well-
thumb and index for steering, and then you just go like pinky finger to hold the A button down.
Nah, I can totally do this one-handed with thumb on the stick.
I'm doing it one-handed right now. Okay, I found a way. This is on an Xbox 360 controller.
Oh.
Also, my RetroArch is set up to. My RetroArch is set up to pause every time I click out.
Mm.
So it
Classic blunder.
was never related. All right.
Well, I didn't think about it.
It didn't matter if you.
Like trying to come up with ways to hold the controller. It's just, well, firstly, wrong controller. Secondly, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, the movies are Poor Things and Frankenhooker.
And
Okay,
Friends, what?
yeah.
Heard
I
of
mean,
Frankenhooker,
those
but not
are.
Poor Things.
That is an absolute double feature that makes sense. Yep. I've seen
cool.
Poor Things, and the title Frankenhooker alone,
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Have you seen either of those then? The answer is
I
no.
couldn't even tell you what either of them were about, except for maybe Frankenhooker. I might go like gander and guess.
Well,
No.
the
Or
surprising
things.
the surprising thing about that is that might be close to what both movies are about.
Yeah. You'll see. You'll find out in due time. That's a really funny double feature. I like that. That feels like something they'd show at the review in Toronto.
Now, why do you have to inch them toward inalienable? They're already watching trash, it sounds like.
Inalienable. I was trying to think about the alien pregnancy lawyer movie recently, and
What?
Those are the
What?
3 acts of the movie, yeah.
Those are the 3
What?
acts for sure. If only
No,
it had
what?
a movie game on GameCube.
Literally what? An alien pregnancy lawyer movie?
You've
We
never
gotta
seen
watch
that.
Tapioca.
No,
when
I've
you're
never
free.
heard of this.
No, we start
Tapioca, when
streaming it
you're free.
right now.
yeah, if
go
we
up
started
watch
streaming it
Inalienable
right now,
Wall.
that could be an entertainment for the West.
That's actually that's such a
Next level
good
of Rush,
idea.
honestly. Oh my
It's
Probably
god.
finish that before we finish
Can we
Rush.
combine
movie
these
night
2
coming
things?
soon.
2 great tastes that taste great together.
I'll just cut the stream off right now.
How else to have a captive audience than to get us all playing Rush at the same time?
Oh my god. It's a
Like,
it's
oh
a
god, I'll
movie.
watch anything.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's the Rush of films, honestly.
It is a film, please. It is not a movie.
Yeah.
Aren't those
It's
the
cinema.
same things, though?
No, it's cinema.
It is science fiction
Yes,
at its
cinema.
finest. It has you question the society in which we live and the one in which we believe we should.
It might even be Kino.
A former N64Mania viewer would have described it as Kino.
He blacklisted himself.
I don't know, he just disappeared.
I know.
Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway, what I mean by inching him towards its Spock is that these are all of her friends, so it's like I don't really have the movie selection authority yet. Gain that.
Do they have to be silly combos like that?
No, I don't know that that's the case. I mean, they also do they'll do like decom, like watch parties and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be pretty good. Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
I've run straight into this wall multiple
I've
times.
seen a lot of decoms in my life.
I can see
I
that
watched
being
the
fun, but
quality
it sounds
decom
awful.
series the other month, like 2 months ago. Gotta say, Descendants is crazy.
Is the one with
movie,
George
The
Clooney?
Descendants? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
This is not a shortcut, but I did find a
Remember
key.
the decom Descendants?
Oh.
Oh, is that like one of the things where they're all like
It's the one where it's all the
descendants of like
kids
Disney?
villains. Yes.
Okay. Not that I know anything about that. Okay, wait. There's a sign in front of like a gated mansion in LA that just says Witch. Like it's just like the
True.
person who lives here. Their family name is Witch. Witchy Witch lives there, I guess.
Classic
Talk
film.
about a decom.
I think it's been exactly 360 days since I've seen Inalienable, almost exact to the day of the last
I know
time.
that I watched it the last time that
It was like May
it was
21st or
Did I
29th.
just
or
roll
something.
Vegas into Vegas? Is that real?
I'm pretty sure it was right before Kat went on her trip, which was
Chad,
2
is
days
this
after
real?
we played Rush.
Chad, is this real? Does anyone remember what track I was on before this?
The track I was on literally 15 seconds ago.
Look, you understand, though.
I do understand.
Rush is a real like teaching tool they could use about what highway hypnosis is.
It is. This is probably the closest to a highway hypnosis you'd get in a video game.
Oh yeah,
Maybe like a
absolutely.
speed run. I don't know.
It really helps I don't know where I'm going. So like knowing how I got there is its own set of challenges.
Yeah.
Downtown New York in the fog literally had me running straight into buildings head on. Nope, just couldn't see it. I'm like, well, alright, I'm gonna explode, I guess.
Y'all
Yeah.
are doing way more
Rush,
exploring than I am,
there's
and it
that.
makes me concerned.
I wonder if Halloween
sound
Town into Halloween 3 Season of the
They're
Witch would be a
sedating.
good double feature. Very different movies, but good work.
I've only seen Halloween Town once.
I mean, it's not a good movie. It's one of those movies you thought was awesome when you were a kid.
I definitely
it
thought that
really
movie
was-
was awesome when I was a kid.
It really does hit through a childhood lens.
I was never a Halloween kid. Halloween Town kid.
I was never
I
a
was never a
Halloween
Halloween kid at all.
Yeah.
Probably because my mom's birthday's on Halloween, so it was like, oh,
Mm.
this is not a holiday. This is a birthday.
This is an
What?
arms race. We didn't celebrate Halloween because my mom thought she was Christian and she thought it was non-Christian.
She
Oh,
thought
no.
she was.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
mean-
probe into that any further. That's fine.
Yeah, it's maybe not.
How much do you think they had to pay for the Mountain Dew signs in this game?
You don't think they got paid?
They would have to get.
No, how much did they have to
No
pay
one's
to
gonna
put
say
Mountain
we
Dew
need
signs
to
in
have
here?
the Mountain Dew
I
sign.
don't know. I mean, maybe.
It's not
You're
like
talking about this game's in arcades. Mountain Dew everywhere in the game. Mountain Dew is a collectible in the game. I think Mountain Dew wanted it.
yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
well,
it's
then
not one of
vice
those
versa. How much
situations
do you
where
think
you.
Mountain Dew paid to be in the game?
That's a good question.
That's yeah.
That's got to be somewhere. You think that's accessible information somewhere?
No.
No.
That's gotta be. It's pretty.
It's on the dark web.
Yeah, contract.
I would love to know though. Do you think it's like in the order of like $10,000 or like $100,000?
Well, it's
Gotta
gotta be
be.
somewhere. It's gotta be somewhere in like some breakdown of Mountain Dew's advertising spending in the 90s, right?
Yeah, but their public documents will just have like, here's our advertising spend, not like this
Yeah.
specifically
Like
is
an
how much we
itemized-
spent on
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Yeah.
That you'd have to really work in work in
Find
Mountain Dew, yeah.
find
gotta
a
look through-
scan of the check to.
Yeah. PepsiCo's
Whoever made
documents
this
that they
game.
published in 1999 or something.
I mean,
I
maybe
feel
one of
like-
these
Is this a
companies has
Midway?
had like
Who
a
made this
huge
game? Is
data
this
leak
Midway?
in the last like 20 years.
Yeah, it's a midway game.
They are Midway, and it's just strange.
I feel like it would be like $20,000 or $30,000. Does that sound like too much?
Do you
That
think
sounds like
it,
too little.
Too little?
it does feel like little, but I also, we're talking about dollars in the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
It's also like, what's the arcade market like at that time? I guess it was
Bigger.
a Nintendo 64 and arcade part of the deal together or separate.
Well, and do you think it was like a time like length of a contract, or is it just like a flat? You're gonna be in this game forever.
They're gonna be in because they can't update the game really.
The language
you
for that
couldn't
didn't
update arcade
exist.
games.
I mean, you could update an arcade game, but not in the same way.
Yeah.
They updated arcade games for sure,
True,
but that wasn't gonna be considered as like part of the thing. That was like a fighting game territory, really, I guess.
Did they have to go around to every machine and update them?
they
I
would
think you
mail
just-
you a different
You
chip
got
to
a chip,
slot in.
yeah. You got
Different
like
ROM
a
chip.
patch kit,
Cool.
Yeah.
and then your Mortal Kombat had Ermac in it or whatever.
That's such an
Suddenly.
expensive way to update. Have to
Arcade games
maintain.
are expensive. The
I mean,
cabinets
it's,
themselves are
if
like
you,
10K.
yeah, if you value that against replacing the entire cab, it's like,
Well, it's
okay.
expensive for the company. I mean, yeah, even just you have to send that out though.
Made
Capcom.
financial sense at the time, just like licensed songs do now.
Oh my god, dude, Giga, I literally...
I could not.
Rule number 4. Rule number 4 of my chat. Stop arguing about stupid bullshit.
Oh, they can't do that.
Wait,
We
what
need to
happened?
argue about something. We're playing Rush.
Specifically songs?
Backwards mirror
Somehow
uptown.
in my chat today, a conversation started where people were arguing about whether or not licensed music was worth it to put in a game,
Mm-hmm.
which... Like, first of all, what does worth it mean? Second of all,
Yeah.
yes, but like it just somehow
Oh my
certain
gosh.
people just would not drop this.
I moved
That's
on when I
funny.
commented on how fast the rocket launcher was, and I was like, all right, this
Yeah.
is my exit. That rocket launcher is really fast.
I enjoyed yesterday. Giga and I just telling that person, "Wow, great." It was crazy. It's very mean. It was not cool, but
It was cold.
We got called out for being cold by the streamer.
I thought the
It
streamer
was very
laughing
funny
about
though.
It.
I was
Yeah.
laughing about it.
It wasn't like one of us saw the other and piled on. We just both reacted individually
Yeah.
and had a little bit of same brain about it.
After years of N64Mania, just kind of share the same brain cell.
It's just
I had a brain cell.
That's why Rush becomes a podcast episode. We all get on like that wavelength. Our
We're
brain
all
patterns start to
playing
synchronize.
We're all
This is
driving the
true.
same courses.
You look at
forward,
the not the EKG,
backward,
but
right, left.
the brain version of it.
EKG.
Isn't that the E
MRI?
EKG?
No, the EKG.
No,
is
the EKG
definitely...
is for like your heart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Electrocardiogram, except it's with a K because you
With
have
a
to
K.
make sure people know what you're talking about when you're
the
in this.
German version.
Well, it's so you're not confusing someone with like B or D or whatever similar sounding letters.
That's why. Because it
Pretty
should
sure.
be ECG.
I used to date a nurse.
Yeah, well.
I think that's when I learned that
don't know.
information.
No, you're probably right. I don't remember myself.
I think
so. You're not.
or I read it somewhere else. I don't know. But like, the
I
point
got
is
read.
not to like be German or whatever. It's
Well, I
it's
know.
not like a loan word or something like that. It's just so that it's like clear. I mean, it might be because of the German one. I don't know.
Clear.
It just sounds better.
It does sound better.
EKG is like every letter rhymes.
There's
I mean,
also
even there,
there's
it
an
sounded like you-
EEG, and that's a different thing, and that's a terrible name.
That's right. Okay, yeah. I think that might be part of it. too.
Echocardiogram or something.
Encephalogram?
Yeah, that's it. Maybe. I think that is it.
Bless you.
God, I just want to play Inalienable. This moment. I'm pretty sure I had to buy it last year when we watched it, so it's
You
like I
did, yeah. It
still
was
have
like
it.
$3.
This
Sure,
is
it's totally
this
worth
is the point at which you justify the 4K director's cut
Oh, I would have.
anniversary edition of it.
Where's the Snyder cut?
Release the Snyder cut of Inalienable.
I think it is already the Snyder
With the
Cut.
hidden sixth act.
But it's already the.
Sixth act.
I love the World of Warcraft poster the most. Because you almost don't believe the movie was made at a time where World of Warcraft existed.
That's
and then
true.
it's just there. Just right there in the room. The dude's a gamer.
I feel like I remember you posting a screenshot of the World of Warcraft poster at the time. That sounds familiar.
I'm sure that would have happened.
Yeah,
An MMV
someone
or
probably
something.
grabbed a screen of it.
What'd it look like?
Poster with World of
Just-
Warcraft on it. I don't know.
It's literally just like a little room. a brick
Understand.
That's
room.
like launch era World of Warcraft. Like just a poster. But in the context of everything else going on in the movie, it's very important to remember what time we're living in.
What a movie. I'm not sure if I have an Inalienable. Like a
What?
film that I would show to someone like that. And be like, you must. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is getting too popular. I can't make that my Inalienable.
Damn.
I'm still mad we had that whole conversation where I was the one that brought up Cube, and then y'all watched it and you didn't even ping me.
In my defense, I didn't remember. Or I wasn't there. One of
In
those.
my defense, I have no idea what you're talking about. So that means I was not.
Wasn't my fault.
Anyway, when's Tokyo Drift?
Ooh, Tokyo Drift is so much fun.
It's the next one, I think.
It is the next one.
Did you guys
Oh.
watch Fast and the Furious or something?
We watched
I
the
did-
first two.
After the 60 years of runtime that is the wrestling universe.
Oh, it's more than 60 hours, brother.
I said 60 years.
Oh, okay. 60 years is definitely closer.
Yeah, between 60 hours and 60 years, I know which estimate lies closer on the scale.
If you
We're not even in the
exclude
1990s yet. We're still in dudes with
Still in
like,
1987.
arms, dudes with perms in tighty whities holding each other.
But
Are you really just
Wrestling.
watching like all wrestling starting at a certain?
Wrestling Mania.
Yeah, I've made a list of all of like the pay-per-views and supercards. There's like 700 of them. They
Oh my
started in
God.
1983.
Each of them is
Oh
like a
my
minimum
God.
of 2 hours.
Wait, when do you watch this?
Just like
literally any time. I'm not doing.
it's just
something
been
else.
happening, and then
If
I
you
look
just
over in
in
Spock's Discord, and then it's
sometimes,
just
you'll
there.
see Julio.
You can sign yourself up for the wrestling ping if you'd like.
No.
In Spock's Discord.
Dude, it's pretty comfy, not gonna lie.
I think I'm good.
What I was gonna start to say is, if you excluded The Rock and maybe Dave Bautista, how many like movies would be in a I'm going to watch all the movies that wrestling people just decided to star in?
There'd be a lot still.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, I know Kane's
Unless-
in like See No Evil, which
Yeah,
is like a
Kane,
slasher movie.
Goldberg's been in a few movies.
I think I
They-
picked that up at like I was going to a cabin that had.
Goldberg was in like the Santa Sleigh movie or something like that.
Oh man, that sounds. Wait, like Slay?
Like a
Was he killing
slayer, like
people?
a slasher film.
Okay, awesome. Maybe I'll just do all the wrestling slasher movies.
They made like 7 Marine movies. I think John Cena was in the first one, and
I
then
don't
The
know if
Miz
John
was
Cena
in the
counts
rest of
either.
them.
Okay.
You're saying like wrestling superstar.
Anyone who didn't make it.
Yeah.
As
the
an
non-
actor.
The wrestling B movies.
Well, there's the WWE movies, like the movies that WWE, like they have their
Oh.
own film studio.
Those don't
like
count.
that was.
They had that.
Well, that's like what the Kane movie, the See No Evil was a
Oh,
WWE.
is See No Evil one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
feel like
I
you
have a
gotta watch
DVD
it.
of
have-
that I picked up at Value Village for like $4.
Nice.
I was
Yeah,
going
they had
to.
Valuable.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to a cabin that had like a DVD player and like electricity
woods.
ran off of a generator. And I was like,
Sounds
well, I
like
gotta
it
bring
was.
some horror movies. And I was at Value Village and I saw See No Evil on DVD. I think there's another movie in that case somehow. There was just 2 discs in there, and I don't remember what the second
I
movie is.
believe there's a See No Evil too.
There is. I've seen it on Tubi.
Still
A place
seeing
where
no evil.
bad horror movies go to die.
Seeing
so good.
less evil, less than none.
Well, it obviously should have been Hearing No Evil, but they didn't.
Here,
That's
taste no
true.
evil.
They could have locked themselves into a trilogy if they were
That's,
smart.
well, that's. I mean, you'd have five of with
Well,
all
I
the
ran out of
senses.
time like right before I was so engaged in a podcast that I timed out on Alcatraz or something. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Could have had a smell no evil, feel no evil.
You could break smell down into like the 5 tastes or whatever.
Oh, true.
Or it'd be like
No
umami, no evil.
Umami, the taste of evil. The taste of evil umami, the taste of evil bitter.
I
Yeah.
think Evil Sushi Chef is an unexplored area. I guess that's just Hannibal. Hannibal Lecter is also an evil sushi chef, I think. But he's just
Yeah,
an
you-
evil chef in general.
Well, I think you could do like a sort of similar to like a Sweeney Todd, where she's making the pies, but they're making little human
Chops people up
sashimi.
and puts them in sushi.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like
it
it
could
would obviously not be fish. Like human probably doesn't taste like fish.
No, that's why Hannibal has to be a really good chef and not make sushi, I guess. He made
I don't
some
think that
things that
Filipino
I
guy-
think I'm pretty sure in the TV show he made some things that were like not sushi, but like more uncooked.
Like come on, you'd be able to tell.
A little human tartar.
I mean, maybe that might have been. I can't remember. They always made people food look really fucking good on that show. That was one of the
knows?
beautiful things
They
about
probably
that
have
show.
experience IRL with that.
Not only
This is
was
our-
Hannibal
this is our
Lecter
Las
really
Vegas.
hot, but
That was Mads Mikkelsen, right?
it was Mads Mikkelsen.
Wow.
And he's really hot as Hannibal Lecter. But they made the food look really good, and they made all the way he sets up, the ways he sets up all the corpses is really artsy. So like, it was just
He's a
a
passionate man.
treat to all the senses. It was good. It's a good TV show. Everyone should watch it. And then wait for the 4th season for forever. Like me.
That sounds awful.
Well, no, it ends really well, but they wanted to do a 4th season. It's one of those, you know?
Oh.
They didn't
I'm not
make a
mad
fourth
at the
season.
ending of the 3rd season, but like they wanted to do another one, and I'm like, yeah, you should have let them do another one.
Yo, it's the final Vegas.
Anyway, it's a very good show.
Guess
You could
so.
pass off human as sushi for sure.
What? I mean,
The right kind of sushi. I don't know. The right part of the human, the right kind of
Salmon.
sushi. I'm sure you could do it.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
To go back to the original point, though, I do think
I don't remember what the original.
all the WWE films, or films in which a WWE wrestler stars in, not including The Rock and Batista, it would be interesting. I would just be interested to see how
The
long
list.
the list is.
Yeah.
Because you'd have like the old school ones from like the 80s that like Hulk Hogan was in. He was
Right.
in one of the
He
Rockies.
was in like a TV show
and-
too, wasn't he?
Well, I mean, if you
I
consider
mean,
like
wasn't there
WCW Nitro a TV show.
Wasn't there just like a reality show about Hulk Hogan's family or something?
There
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
Hogan's Heroes though? Was that not?
No, that's
Sir?
a different thing.
You're committing a faux pas.
Okay.
His show was Hogan Knows Best,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I don't know.
Wait, that sign just said expert gamer.
I think that's only funny because as a kid I would have thought that, and I think before I ever said it to anyone out loud, I found out what Hogan's Heroes really was.
Okay.
So I just get to
What
like
is
be
it?
like,
What is it?
it's just
'Cause,
like,
like,
oh, it's just like an older, you know, like Gomer Pyle USMC or whatever that was called.
no.
Probably not. Yeah, well, it's just
I'm way
a
too
random.
much of a zoomer for this.
Yeah, it's an Andy Griffith Show
Same.
spin-off. It is a deep cut, but yeah, it's just like a war. It's just a funny war show. It's just like Hogan.
It's
I
like
think
a
they're
match, right?
refugees. I think what it is they're in a German. Okay, this is what it is. They're in a
Oh
German
my god, I
refugee
just got
camp.
fenced, dude.
I thought you were like, oh my god, I remember exactly what Hogan's Heroes is.
No, I have no idea.
Show-
Continue.
The show?
Yeah, they're in a German refugee camp, and Hogan is like a group of Americans with their leader is named Hogan, and
But he's
they're
not
always
Hulk
playing
Hogan,
tricks
is
on
what
the
you're
kids.
saying.
He is Hulk
Nah.
Hogan.
He is.
Gotta
Hulk
get out of this
Hogan.
camp, brother.
In Hogan's Heroes. Wow.
Let us free, brother.
You know, I might be just remembering some weird like parody of Hogan's Heroes or something from like fucking Mad TV or something.
Yeah.
And that's why he had the song. His theme song was "I Am a Real American."
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh
theme
my-
song for the show. And
Yeah, that sounds like a theme song.
That's the theme song for Hogan's Heroes. Or
no,
for...
no, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The Mandela effect was so strong with that for a second.
Could you imagine if that was the thing they used that theme song?
Wait, also,
It is dangerous. Hey,
this
Blake
would be-
Dempsey.
This would be like a how much WWE exposure does he have? Is it just that one WrestleMania?
Wait, what?
What?
How
How much exposure? What?
Mr. T?
He was in 2 WrestleManias. He was in the first 2.
Fuck, maybe it's Mr. T I'm secretly thinking about. I don't know.
Yeah, T.
Mr. T was in the A-Team.
WWE.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. T was in the 18.
Or,
Which
I might
is a
be
very
like-
Hogan's Heroes
I
esque
might be like conflating a
Oh,
bunch
I
of
ran out of
things.
time. Damn.
Maybe.
The podcast episode is strong. That's why I ran out of time.
Yeah, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan team up to face it was Roddy Piper and someone else in WrestleMania 1. And then in WrestleMania 2, Mr. T has a boxing match with Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Right, but like, I
Roddy
guess,
Piper is in They Live, which I fucking
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
watched yet for
Oh,
some
you
reason.
should see that. You should see that. I've seen that a few times. I
Can we
watched
just
it
do
in a
that like
political
next
science
week
class.
because I'm going to watch it soon anyway.
Yeah, I love Roddy Piper.
I will
didn't know him
establish-
at first either.
I will establish a movie night because I need to watch They Live, and I need to get my ass off and watch that movie.
It's wait, don't
I
get
need to
your
watch
ass
any
off.
part of that movie
Gotta
that
get my ass
isn't
off.
Get my
the
ass off.
5-minute fight scene.
We get off your ass. Phrasing? Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
We are never doing phrasing when I'm 2 beers deep
We are
into
only,
West.
we are only
Two beers.
getting our asses off to Roddy Piper.
Like, 2 viewers,
Dude,
Steve?
that's the it's 28 beers, 28 hot dogs, 28 rush races.
Yeah, drink a beer for every track.
I'm about to bottle 28 bottles of beer tomorrow. Actually, I think
Is it 28?
no, it's gonna be 48, and then maybe a little bit
Oh.
extra. I don't know. I have 48 bottles. The rest is just gonna have
I'm
to.
not gonna lie, sometimes in
somewhere
these
else.
conversations we're having, I feel like the camera when the van tips over. Does anyone else get it? Is that just...
What? Like all the way over, like on this.
Like when you start to roll over in the van and the camera starts to turn with you and the whole room gets sideways and there's nothing, it's so peaceful because there's nothing changing about the game you're playing. The camera's
We aren't in the Team Rush Discord, but it's pretty cool that the composer of Rush 2 and Rush 2049 is on there. That's pretty sick.
What?
I mean, there's
There's a
a
Discord
Team
where we
Rush
can-
Discord. We should all hop in there, maybe.
I don't understand. If there's somebody
Composer
telling
knows
you
what
to join
Discord
it,
I
is.
feel like at this point we have to be some of the top Rush fans.
I
We've
think
done this so many times.
Yeah, I could write a blurb on a website about our experience.
Well, did you know that Barry Leach, composer of Rush 2 and Rush 2049, is on that Discord?
If somebody's in your chat, just drop the link.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can drop the link. it's
Are you a
fine.
literal developer of Rush?
I don't think.
Did
the
you?
literal
Are you
developer
Eric
of
L.
Rush.
Pribble?
I
That's
think
cruising. That's cruising.
Is Eric L.
I know,
Pribble
but
in the
know.
Discord?
But you might know Eric L. Pribble. Do you know?
Yeah, do you
are you
know
close personal
okay,
friends?
connect me with the man
No, don't-
behind the condiment soda
Don't scare the
stream,
Rush
Eric
stuff
L.
off by
Pribble.
asking that.
No, it was the
want
actual
them to
soda
stay?
stream.
It was the Coke.
The condiment
Freestyle.
one was
Also the
unrelated.
condiment soda stream.
Oh,
No, the
is it
condiment one was
though?
unrelated.
Is
Yeah.
it
That's
unrelated?
not a Pribble original.
It's not
It's a
unrelated, it's based
bastardization.
off of his patent
Of
word.
Pribble's original
Yeah,
intention.
it is. Literally, I think he is credited.
I'm sorry, I would love to respond like super directly to this comment, but as you can hear, we're on one right now.
We are very,
Oh,
we feel very
I thought-
emphatically about arcade games that were ported to the N64.
I thought that this was the person saying, "I'm sorry, I would love to comment directly, but like,
No,
I'm not at liberty
No,
to
that's
discuss
me.
Eric's
That's me
whereabouts
saying.
right now."
Eric's current whereabouts are unknown.
15 races to go. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Wait, we
me
didn't
too.
even
Me
see that
too.
number. I just keep on
15.
hitting the A button.
I think a lot of mine
It's
are
on
short
the
because I've already
screen.
done 4
I
uptowns.
need another drink before I need another drink in like one race when I'm halfway through. That's when I need another drink.
You need to do it like Beerio Kart. You just have to like drink a whole beer before the end of the race, but because you have like 10 minutes, it's kind of reasonable. You just have to drive with one hand and sip with the other the whole race.
That's easy.
Discord.gg/Team Rush. Alright, got it.
The literal who's? I guess we'll find out.
It's not a developer. He wasn't 10 when Rush came out.
Huh?
I wonder what the what is the Team Rush
What is
Discord?
is
it
Team
just
Rush like?
yeah,
is it
is it
fans,
speedrunners?
speedrunners, both?
super fans of Rush?
And also the composer of Rush 2 and Rush
Yeah, and also are they
Super
actually
fans
actors?
and the composer.
Because like
Can
I
they
know there's a
tell us
lot of
about what's
speedrun
your name?
discords, but I wouldn't have expected like Rush
Can they tell
fan
us about-
Discord.
What the genre?
Yeah,
what
I've
the
seen
fuck?
Alcatraz. It does exist.
Alcatraz is real.
Is that your first Alcatraz?
Yes, this is my first Alcatraz.
Damn.
A lot of the original devs are on it. That's actually pretty sick.
They really might know Eric.
If I
We
was
can
the
make one of
original
those
dev of something, I
YouTube-
bet you could get me into a Discord for it pretty easily now.
Yeah.
Why do I have
I
so
would
little
not.
It's a
time?
big deal, and they're just.
I hate when the
dudes.
devs talk to fans.
You're so tapioca.
I know. I'm
You're
very.
so
I'm like
right for
that.
You're so right for that.
Tapioca, you must forgive me I am a community manager. My job is to talk to fans.
Okay, fair enough. But like when they like join a speedrun Discord and they're like, "Hello, runners, please break our game." Smiley face. I'm
Okay,
like,
but I
hate
would,
you.
Well,
I
of
would
course
never
that's
be, I would
cringe.
never be that cringe.
That is.
Oh
that is
yeah, I would never do that.
I wish there was a better word for it than cringe, but it is like what
No,
cringe
no,
was before
some
cringe,
cringe-
was anything else.
Cringe can be you know,
Cringe was never
evident
good.
a little bit. Like it can,
Self-cringedizing.
it's like it can be cringe because the word is cringe, so it's
Yeah.
fine. The last girl I dated used to use the word cringe a decent amount. It always made me cringe a little bit. But cringe-worthy is really where I start being like, oof. Oof.
You gotta actually cringe at it to use it, Jesus.
Yeah, I
can't
got
just be
13
worth
to
it.
go. Ugh.
Wholesome is getting there too. When people
I don't
describe
like
things as
wholesome.
Wholesome is very annoying.
If it's got a
Hashtag emotional
block
support
GDQ,
channel.
it's done for me. The word awful is canceled too.
Oh, really?
Awful is acceptable.
I adopted that one for a while, but I haven't said
Just
that.
like
in a bit.
awful? Is it
What's
getting
wrong with
like
awful? What's
wrong with
semantically
awful?
satiated for you?
No,
Toxically
because
positive.
the whole joke is that if they have a block for a GDQ, I'm off it.
So when I'm in GDQ, we can no
You're
longer
like
be
cozy.
friends.
No, you're not gonna have a whole block.
What if it's the tapioca block? Would that be the last
Tapioca
straw?
block will eat those words, Tab.
Why would it
our
happen?
friendship runs deeper than that, okay?
You don't like the word cozy, Sly? Cozy is
Oh,
fine.
I
What about
understand.
comfy?
No, fuck both of them. I'll
Fuck
eat that
both
for
of
Sly.
them?
Snug only.
I am
It's
so
too-
over this.
Snug is
fuck,
good.
Obviously,
What about uncomfortable?
But no one says snug, and that's why, I guess. Except for
Uncomfortable.
When's someone gonna
Fine.
make a game and market it as being like a discomforting game or like an uncomfortable
I'd love it.
experience?
I'm
I
sure
think
those
that's
are out
just
there.
indie horror.
Yeah,
think
I
indie
guess
horror
so.
is
I
doing
guess
Yeah,
that.
horror.
A lot of things
Immediate
Giga
buy.
plays in October.
And they get to market it that way because the game is like super low budget.
Please play my uncomfortable game.
Cozy and comfy are both bad. Spock is my new best friend. Alright.
Yeah, it's too toxic positivity-ish for me.
You know what? I
It's
see
like,
that.
oh, it's so heckin' wholesome. It's like,
Okay, that now that is
Yeah.
that is like my hairs are standing on end right there. I hate that.
I just think the homogenization of language around describing things in general peeves me.
That's very relatable, whether fair or not. I certainly get it to my core.
But also, I have a huge thing about like fandoms and like.
I get that.
what's the thing?
So,
I think that inherently, like being a fan of something or like consumption is like a core of your like identity or whatever.
I mean, that's how we have all the new Star
Like,
Wars
there's
movies,
something like
and also
things.
and
as,
also
like,
all the
your-
people who hate the new Star Wars movies.
More nothing subtweeting me for watching 600 hours of wrestling.
No,
that's
no,
different.
the thing, Rio, is that
Wrestling
you just
fandom.
like wrestling, and that's okay. But like, I'm just saying, like people who are like, oh, I love comfy, wholesome games, and like they're so heckin' good, and then they start talking like all the other people who like those things.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I don't like it at all.
that's certainly bothers me.
And like all of those things wind up having the same weird like internet speak used to describe them, and that
Sure.
it doesn't do it.
No, I get that. I think that comfy and cozy are words that I don't mind until they enter a certain like sphere of like
They're used in
describing
particular
a space
context.
as comfy, or like, this stream is so, we try to keep it comfy, yeah. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, if it's not a
These-
physical object I can touch, like a blanket can be comfy or cozy, or like a bed can be comfy or cozy, or a couch.
Right. Tangibly
Like,
comfy or
social
cozy.
space. A social
Could
space.
be definitely be like chill and relaxed in a stream. I don't know. I can almost understand calling a stream like comfy, as in you're going to be comfortable here and not uncomfortable. It doesn't quite bother me there. Now, cozy
Welcome to the
maybe-
least comfy stream on Twitch.
This is bad vibes only.
The smoke alarm is going off in the background.
Immediately start talking trash.
There's like a break in the screen capture, like there's a tear in the.
My carbon
Yeah.
monoxide
That's
detector is out of battery.
It sounds like the Eris stream, actually. the avoiding the
A fan.
puddle.
Maybe. I don't know. He's like, is it weird to say he's kind of comfy in the way he's so hostile to?
Well, that
Chat.
and also his green webcam that sometimes isn't green because it is literally
Oh man,
broken.
it's fucking amazing when it's not green for a second and then it becomes green.
All it takes. Men will watch this and be happy and say, hell yeah.
Noted Eris sub Slipers posting the Eris emo.
I do think if I was hanging around Slifers a lot, we'd be friends, so it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm right with you.
You would talk a lot and he would talk not at all. And you would both probably have a good time.
That's really funny because there's a lot of people who are that for me, but I'm the quiet one. That's usually how it is, but not in this scene. That's how it is with me and More Nothings, you know? That was never how it was in January, and that's why I kept throwing tantrums. Like, this isn't natural. I don't know what to do. I do know what to do, but I'm not used to doing it.
That's a huge fucking stop sign that I just plowed through. What the hell? Why is that stop sign
clearly
so big?
it wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Did plow through it.
I didn't get that other beer when I hit 14 courses to go because I was too engrossed in the conversation.
I didn't even look and see how many I have left.
Can everyone be boring for another 4 minutes?
My guess is it's
Alright.
probably about 14.
I'll start talking. That ought to do it.
Tapioca, you can't keep putting yourself down like this. You just can't.
we're taking a rush intervention for you, Tapioca.
K-Box right now.
All your friends are here and we love you, and you're stuck. You can't leave this room
I sat and
until you
used,
finish
3
Rush
hours
2
of rushing.
and accept
Oh
it.
no.
You've got a solid hour and a half
That
left.
those statements contradict each other.
As soon
We love you,
that's-
but also you have to play Rush 2.
You have to finish playing Rush 2 so we can cement that it's okay for you to stop putting yourself down. That's the whole
Look, when
point
you
of
get
this
halfway into Rush, that's the perfect time to lay down some hard truths. Because
Pretty
they can't
much.
get out. The costs are sunk.
I've never understood why everything goes sideways at a Moth's dinner party more than I've understood how things go during a Rush session.
Oh,
The
God.
truth has to come out.
Bonus time. How did I get here? I swear I'm taking some of the craziest routes in this playthrough. I've been hit by some nutty things. I tried to clip something earlier and it was too crazy. My clip button is still loading from like 10 minutes ago. Instead of giving me the clip, it never did.
I just
Why I
watched.
have the. Where the fuck does my stream
What?
deck go?
Right. Exactly like
Oh, there
that.
it is.
God, I wish I had a Steam Deck.
Those
I
2
wouldn't
beers are
ever
hitting, and I'm
play it.
about to go get a 3rd one. So
That's power
I had the
hour,
thought that I
baby.
might be able to try to complete
What?
my
Where
race
the hell did
while
that put
on
me?
my desk and like walking around my house.
let's fucking go.
Yeah.
How if I just hit the C up button like every 30
Oh,
seconds or so,
I've
held
thought
A
about-
and like swiveled a bit, like how far do you think I could get?
I've done it before. You get a bit, but I think you would run out of time. Like it's
Yeah,
very
that'd be time
slow.
off. I feel
You're
bad
essentially
about
going
it.
around the track at 38 miles per hour. So it's quite slow.
Stream Deck XL. They have like
Wouldn't-
3
I wouldn't-
varieties of Stream Deck these days. One of them
Oh,
has like
really?
knobs or something. I don't know.
It's a Stream Deck Pong.
I guess the knobs are to make it like more compact, but also more like real estate in a way.
The
don't know
knobs
if
are
it's-
also because like if it was only buttons, then you know this could be a numpad.
Yeah, that's true.
The
knobs
knobs
are good.
make it
I'm
stressful.
pro knob. That's why like cars need to stop having all touchscreen.
Yeah.
I think they already are starting to stop that. Sly would
Really?
know. Sly knows cars. I don't know cars.
Yeah, I have an old car.
I
have no
drive
idea.
an old ass Jeep Liberty. What the fuck do I know?
It's pretty giga.
Is it pretty giga? Because I feel like if I were to choose my own car, it wouldn't be that. But
Yeah,
I do
but-
like it. Like I like it, but obviously the gas is terrible.
Yeah,
But I work from home, so I don't care that much anymore.
gas gives you gas.
I never thought of you as a Jeep guy.
I'm not a Jeep guy. I mean, so originally there was like a hand-me-down Jeep, which was my sister's, and then she moved downtown, and she didn't need a car anymore, so it became my car. Basically, or my parents bought it, or I don't know. There was some arrangement, you know, and it was my car. And then that car like broke, and then we just got like a slightly newer version and the deal was I wouldn't have to spend as much money if we just got another Jeep because we could use it for like hunting and stuff. So that's how I have a Jeep right now, and that Jeep just keeps trucking along, and someday it'll catch on fire, and then I'll move on. But
get another Jeep Liberty.
No. See, the thing is, I'm not a car guy at all, so I'm gonna get the most boring. I'm gonna be Team Sedan and get the most boring sedan of all time.
Team Van.
But it'll get like 700 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's the way I see things. If I was more, I'm not enough of a car guy to spend a lot of money on a car. That's the thing.
Well,
I like the look of. I like
a reliability guy.
I like muscle car stability.
All I have to do is get me 2
I like the
places,
way muscle
that's
cars look. I think they're really cool, but I'm not gonna like spend a lot of money on a muscle car.
You can get your own muscles for free and then drive a car.
I can't get my own muscles for free. It costs time and
Okay,
dedication and more money.
We're
Time
talking
is
about
money. Dig
opportunity
is on the
cost
grind.
again.
I'm on that grind, bitch.
That grind set.
Crown Vic. Maybe that's the. I mean,
Why
see,
are
you
you
say
game over
$2.99 to
third place?
$3.20 a
I
gallon
finished the
USD,
race.
and I look at that and I'm Canadian, too Canadian to understand.
Wait, how many have I got
Because
left?
our dollars
13
are
to go.
different and our gas measurement is different.
Seattle,
Well, in
New
terms
York.
of a muscle car, you could pull your own version of a SID, just buy like a Toyota Camry and super glue some muscle
I
arms
can't
to it.
believe this is coming back.
Can I just pay Sly to do that for me? Sly, what's your rate?
Probably. Well, yeah, time divided
If
by
I need someone who knows about cars,
Just stick like a stretch arm
Wait,
on
there's
the front of
probably-
it.
Maybe I should call. Maybe
I
should
don't
call
know
Sly
enough
too.
about what I'm doing to charge you. I'm just guessing. I'm not making any assumptions about your car skills.
Basically say a number, and Giga's gonna shrug and be like, yeah, sounds right to me.
Yeah. Just say parts and not labor, and there you go. The frame rate's really good on this track. Oh, it's probably the fog.
52? Okay. 52, the number.
Perfect.
Absolute number. The absolute value of the weight is 52.
Giga has now shrugged.
I'm
I
shrugged.
believe you.
Anyway, I'll ride my Jeep until it dies somehow, or becomes too expensive to fix. And then I'll think about it. I'll think about whatever I do after that.
Yeah, clip that 52. You got it in writing.
The VOD will be saved, and he'll just link it in the deposition.
It's so funny to me that when it comes to cars, everybody is suddenly like an auditor. Like, you know, the depreciation cost of your car, whether it's worth it to fix X, Y, and Z, because it would be worth
Because
more
it's
now.
expensive enough that everyone has to start caring.
Yeah, but if they're not good
No one
at
has
it
to
in
think
every
about,
other part
like-
of their life, what if they're actually not good at it here either, and they should just take the car they have and enjoy it?
Depreciation of Nintendo GameCube.
I mean, most of the time when like average people talk about that, they're like, "I'm taking like a 6 shortcut right now." They're just
Whoa,
like,
that's
as soon
like-
as
that's like
you
a 450.
don't buy a brand new car because it's gonna lose all its value in like 10 seconds. But other than
I do hear
that,
that,
I don't
I
think
do.
people think that much about it.
It's just funny to me that they think about it. They're like, was it the damage to? I get the insurance companies total your car, and so, you know, they're doing it. The actuaries. But, and the other things, there's 2 other things here, okay? We're going to talk about them for real quick.
All right,
When
item number
people's-
1.
When people's electronic windows stop working and they just shrug and say, my electronic windows don't work anymore, guess I'm fucked. And it's like, that's just a little motor in there, man. Or it could just have something, it could be stuck. Like, just go get it fixed, or open it and fix it. Like, it's not going to be $1,000, but it's not worth it to them. I think it's like an essential quality of life thing, and maybe you should get it fixed, but a lot of people that
The
can't
funny thing
afford
is,
it
I think
don't
that's what
get it
happened to my
fixed.
old Jeep.
The window, and so you stop driving it?
It was like stuck halfway down, and then I didn't, think much about it, and then my dad was like, I guess we'll just get a new car. So either he took it in, I don't remember what the process was, but at some point he decided that it was more worth it to just get a newer car. A slightly newer car, but a newer car.
I mean, maybe it was.
That might not have been the only problem. There was also the trailer hitch. I mean, I think there were other problems, but they were like very low level. But I do remember that the trailer hitch was recalled because if someone like hit it from the back, we're not doing phasing, remember? It would just fucking explode. Like the car would just explode or something like
What are
that.
you talking about? The
Second
explosion?
coming of the Ford Pinto.
I fell off the map. Oh, excuse me.
Well, I mean, probably wasn't literally explode, but like, there was enough that like we got a free trailer hitch replacement out of it.
I shouldn't scream.
So I don't know what the problem was. It was really bad, I guess. But it got recalled when it was like my sister's still, I think. And yeah, I don't know. It was really bad if you hit the back of that car before that, I guess. I don't know what happened, but something bad could have
Good
happened.
thing you didn't find out. There's no see up button
we
in
didn't
real life.
explode, so.
Yeah,
To this day, my sister remains unexploded.
I was just driving against a wall and stopped driving and started going through it, so.
That's cool.
Luckily, the game was like, oh, you're on a death plane? We shouldn't even have one of those. Let's put you back on the track.
Shouldn't even have one of those.
The second thing is...
Unironically, how Hercules handles out of bounds.
Yeah, Duck Dodgers too, I guess, so they just kill you in that game. The second thing is people will say, yeah, I need to get my air conditioning charged, when it's like, it's a bottle you just buy at the auto store, and just go do it, Just go do it. Maybe it's not, or your air conditioning's broken. Either way, the cars, it's just that it's a thing that gets to like 110 degrees in there, man. I feel like the air conditioning, especially
Would you believe
if your windows
that that's a
are also
problem that my
broken.
current Jeep has or used to have?
Well, a lot of
We'll
people's
find out
cars
this
do.
summer.
I'm just rather amazed that, and I've put things off. Of course I'm being a hypocrite right now, but we're just having
I mean,
fun.
to be fair, we usually actually did recharge it or whatever.
Yeah,
but
well, good,
it is
good.
a thing that happens like many times.
There's so often.
And one day it'll be like one of the things that gets added to the balance sheet, and then we decide, well, this is over.
Cars gotta get replaced because the air conditioning's out. So.
Well, no, it'll be like this and also this and this.
Oh,
It'll be like a big problem, and also I didn't even get the air conditioning fixed yet. And summer's coming up.
I think it's worth it to take care of yourself like that. Get your air conditioning fixed.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I wouldn't have given
I
it.
feel like this conversation is heading in the direction of the Sears air conditioning commercial.
It wasn't.
Spock would call now.
I would. Somebody actually. Oh, it was. It was the same guy that was telling me about all the things he ate in the Philippines because he's Filipino. Mangoes, dogs, rats,
Dogs,
horses.
yeah.
And he was also, he said at one point, like, I don't know, it just was like, it's so hot today, and I just really wanted to be like, I'll call him, you'll call tomorrow or something. I don't know. It just, I wish I remember. I don't even know what they say in that commercial, man. I totally flubbed the whole
It's
thing.
like
but...
yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
Oh, yeah.
I'll call
just-
tomorrow. You'll call now.
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
call now.
Yeah.
Something like
I
that.
just know he was like, yesterday it's hot outside. It's like, yesterday it was hotter. That's what it was. It's like, anytime you say that, or it's going to be hotter tomorrow.
It's a feminist tale of a man finally getting off of his ass to respect his wife.
It is kind of a relatable commercial. That's the thing about it.
No, I mean, it was a good commercial. Like, that's just
Yeah.
it. Like, it's a little funny. It's relatable.
It's really not funny. People have just made it funny by referencing it too much.
Maybe. I think it's funny. It's funny partly because It
Sometimes
played a lot,
I just want
guess.
somebody
I don't
to tell
know.
me to
Everyone
call.
remembers it. It's nostalgic for those
If you
people.
play something enough, then 20 years down the line, it will become nostalgic and therefore funny.
Yeah.
The
That is
marketers
funny.
are just 12D chessing us.
I
Sears
think
was
his,
like,
I
you guys
think
It was
gotta
a bit
wait
of a
before you go
gamble.
bankrupt 20 years from now.
Yeah, it was a bit of a gamble that Sears would still exist in 20 years, and they don't. But
I
You
think
know,
his
how it
delivery
works.
of All Call Now is not bad. Is all
That
I'm saying.
that head marketer is like, I knew it was gonna hit.
But because they didn't become Amazon, it didn't in the end. It didn't work.
Yeah, seriously.
They could have. Yeah.
They were poised. They were the
They were
Amazon of like
poised.
1902. I don't even think I'm
sure.
joking about that.
No, you're not. People talk about it. At least my parents talk
What?
about it all the time. Everyone talks
Right,
about
yeah, I
it.
used to hear about the Sears catalog.
Yeah, they had it, and then they didn't. They didn't change
Your
what's
Just
wrong.
gotta
16
put
races
it on
go
one.
get a beverage.
I am. That's I haven't started the
actually-
next
I guess they
race
could've
because
became
I was
Amazon.
about to do that.
Rush.
So happy 2 hours.
Thanks.
man,
Only an hour and a half left, y'all.
I only have 12
Man.
races.
The happiest of 2 hours.
I think we gotta watch Inalienable at GDQ.
I'm down. There's gonna be a bunch of us there, so like, be a big movie night.
Yeah. I was very close to throwing it on, but Safe C is not in here, and we can't split the Rush experience like that.
Yeah, you gotta plan out something like that ahead of time.
Well, that's true, but when the moment takes you there in the Rush playthrough, you do have to follow the moment too.
I do feel like throwing a movie on during a Rush playthrough is like pretty big brain.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
In a good
we've
way.
evolved the next Rush. We've moved the Rush meta forward a full
That's
leap.
true, and it could be something else because we'll see this, or it could be next year at the same time.
I have no idea where I'm at. I'm driving through cornfields right now.
Oh, really? You're in
Yeah.
Indiana or Iowa if you're in cruising. Well, you're not. So.
Hawaii.
It turns out he was playing Cruisin' the whole time. He's like, oh, I
was
thought this was
playing
a
the wrong
Cruisin'
game.
marathon.
Hawaii
Oh, that's why
cornfield.
that's why your track times are so low.
This is a sad time to run out of Pepsi. Ran in a Rush playthrough.
Alright, I'm back. I'm ready to participate in the foundation of human society.
Awesome.
Drinking.
Huh?
Which is of course playing Rusty.
Drinking. That's what I'm saying.
Right? I'm calling it back. Bringing it back to when it was just us playing Apex Legends or Dead by Daylight, or one or the other.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, because that that conversation didn't really end until 9:15 or whatever. Just continued.
Yeah, unlike some of us who went to go get dinner.
Yeah.
Some of us just stayed talking about the foundation of human society and then ate dinner at the start of the Rush game.
Yeah. My fingers are a little bit sticky right now due to that, but not bad.
Did you ever say what you got for dinner?
I said I got
just
barbecue
that-
stuff.
Okay. I just remember that it wasn't pizza.
Dude, it's the summer. Are we gonna see the return of the Spock 1 grill stream?
Oh man, are we?
Maybe.
Wait,
I
grill
gotta
stream?
Get a grill.
Sign me up.
man.
Spock is on a mission to become a pit master.
You can't go a summer without having a grill there.
Well, I'm trying to save money for GDQ so I can be very irresponsible, but responsible because
That's
I saved
fair.
money.
So you're gonna buy a grill at GDQ is what
We're gonna grill at GDQ.
No, but I have
Yeah.
already chosen the grill I'm buying.
awesome
That's
grills done quick.
Good. Well, sure, I would grill there.
Awesome grills done quick. Ribeye steak in 45 minutes by Spock 1.
45.
Oh,
Just
yes,
go to
really.
Hot
That's a
Pot or
really
whatever, where
long-
Spock can just put all. He can be the guy handling the meat. And just
Yeah, I don't know my
do it.
grill lore. Is that a fucked up steak? 45 minutes?
45 minutes is What? That's a well done.
You're just gonna get like a piece of carbon. You're just getting charcoal.
Especially the ways I was cooking them at my dad's during those streams, which was insane, by the way. Probably not a great idea, but it was fun. Which is just like very hot on New York downtown, and the flames constantly just having to be sprayed by water, not squirted, as I almost said. You definitely 45 minutes when it's like 800 degrees like that. Yeah, no.
Cheers.
You are indeed making a machine that turns charcoal into charcoal.
Yeah. My boss was saying he got a smoker, and like a lot of bosses who have a lot of cool things and a lot of money, he got it very, very cheap at an auction, as I've noticed that those people tend to know where the auctions are, and that's cool for them, but got it for $1, and he was telling us about all these sick things he's made in his $1 tall barrel smoker. Sick as hell.
Maybe you just need to ask a boss to get you in on the next auction where you can get a grill.
Yeah, I just need to go to an auction, right?
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of auctions.
He knows where they are.
There are.
How do you win the auction for $1?
You just
no
bid.
one else wanted it.
wants it. Yeah.
There's there are auctions out there that are just like anybody can go. They're at the state fairgrounds sometimes. Did you know that a lot of used cars are probably like sold at your local state fairgrounds or other like?
I don't think there is a New Jersey State Fair.
I don't think that's true, but if not,
I've never seen or heard of it.
There's like one. I really want to say it is just one now. There's like one company called
Sounds like
Mika.
a Central Jersey thing.
Last
They
fair
do-
I went to, I don't think there were
I
any
grew up in
cars
Central
there.
Jersey.
Maybe it's a South Jersey thing then.
Maybe
They
it
come
must be a
into
South
town,
thing.
and they just auction off all kinds of, I don't know where they get them, but used cars to everybody, and new cars too, actually, and that's how these cars get their cars on their lots. They just buy them at auction.
There's something I'm too American to understand. Nah, I
And
don't
there's
know.
like a bunch of tents with just a bunch of like savvy car, probably not savvy, and also probably some of them pretty slimy dudes. And all the car shippers bring their trucks and line up outside hoping to get jobs from the car dealerships to take their cars that they've just purchased. It's a whole thing.
Buck, have you ever
Weird.
thought that you would enjoy being an auctioneer?
Yes.
I wish to live in the world where that was a thing that you did, so I could call you the Spocktioneer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was just a wordplay thing. I thought this was like a
It
personality.
wasn't a wordplay thing, so I think you would actually like that was a genuine like. That seems like it's in your range to just have thought about or enjoyed auctioneers.
Yeah, for sure.
It's right behind the Spock 1 bartender arc
Mhm.
in the motion of his life.
It's just that it's already happened. I don't need to do that again. It was kind of a bartender
It's up
light,
there with the baseball
LITE,
announcer.
but right. It's a bit more like the thing I keep pretending I'll do, but will I ever again? I don't know.
I'm ready for the Spock Hawks.
I want to. I know.
Baseball season.
We gotta finish Breath of the Wild first. I think. Just to get.
We
Breath
already
of the
learned
Wild
the
done.
secret of the masks, so we're good there.
Right. It's an ongoing experience.
Did you hear back from the audition host thing?
No,
or is
I
that
think
the
on the 20th?
19th? That's the
On the
20th?
20th.
Okay. I thought that might have been today. 20th.
You know. Yeah, it's cool. I won't say it, but anyway, some
Say it.
some
Say
people
it.
are. Some people aren't. I don't know what to say, honestly. There's one dude in there who is annoying. He's like fitting an archetype of a certain type of guy, but I'm not really sure how to describe it. And
New
there's
kind
like
of guy just dropped.
He's not a new kind of. He's such an old kind of guy. He's like extremely anxious. He's got like the anxiety that I had when I was like 11, where he just won't stop talking about how he probably failed, but maybe not, and hinting at people maybe hating them, trying to bait them into saying they don't, kind of thing.
Oh, that type of guy.
Right? This guy.
Extreme
So there's
old
a- there's a
world's
serially
oldest kind of
insecure-
guy just dropped.
Yeah, the oldest type of guy
Kind
known
of
to
guy
man.
as old as time just dropped. Yeah.
It's very frustrating, and like, yeah, no, you don't want to be that guy. And he keeps kind of getting hinted at, or like sometimes directly told, like, to stop worrying about it and like just wait
Learn
until
to
the
love the
results
bomb.
come out. Yeah, and to be a little nicer to himself or whatever, like degrading himself is not going to make him get in. He's like, yeah, you guys are right, you guys are right. But then he does it the next day, and he's like, I don't know why they didn't invite me for any other volunteer positions this year. I've done 3 other years, and they keep inviting me back. It makes me think they don't want me around, but I don't know why that would be.
Because you're
it's
this
like,
type of guy.
It's like, you know exactly why that would be, sir, but you also, like, I know you want to be better, you're just not.
Toxic
So-
negativity.
Yeah, it is a classic kind of. And so that guy's there, right? Dynamic number 1. But dynamic number 2 is then you've got other people who think they're really special people and cool, and think that like it's their job to just say what everybody else is thinking, who also probably aren't coming at it from the right place, and who have a bit of an ego and like a podcast, and once interviewed Billy Mitchell and got written about in Variety. So
That guy's a
there-
good dude.
There are people like that who are extremely harsh and a little bit like
I got lunch
like
with
I
that
don't
guy.
think
He's nice.
who's to say. He just seems like the kind of guy who I would be like, I don't know if I
Seem
really
a
want to
bit
pretend that it's
insensitive
okay.
in that scenario.
I don't think he's definitely not known as a sensitive guy, I would say. It seems. So, and you know, in his own little way, like he's all those drawing attention to himself in different ways. Not maybe it's more positive attention, maybe it's more like fawn over me type of attention. And people do like that better than, like, no matter what, you're gonna want that more than the other type.
Okay, it doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't matter whether there's fog or not. I'm just gonna keep driving into that wall in New York.
But overall, I think if I don't get in, I'll be like sick, and if I do, I think I'd rather not, honestly. But if I do, I'll do it. I'll enjoy it, I guess. I don't want to work while I'm in GDQ much, to be fair, to be honest. And I just don't think I'm gonna get along with the people. The same thing I've been saying all along. I went ahead and did it, but I mean, I'm probably hard to get along with in that way too. I just don't think it's a good fit for me. But no, I haven't heard back yet. That stuff all happened today.
All
so I
of
was
which
just
is to
talking about
say, no.
it. No, I haven't heard back, and if I don't, that's fine. If I do, that's cool. I also feel like the people who do it and get in, they're probably like not going through all that stuff, and maybe easier and experience.
Yeah, I would say that I assume that a lot of the people who are displaying personalities that they do not want to work with during their charity event, they don't
work with it.
elect to work with during the charity event.
Yeah, perhaps so. You have to hope so. Probably true. So
Is this in like a Discord?
yeah, like the audition Discord. I'm saying all this. Maybe I just end up being like part of their whole crew for the next 5 years. I don't know. I feel like anything's possible right now. So
What if you end up in like the inner sanctum,
I
where
know.
it's like you're a beloved host, and everyone's like, "It's GDQ guy. He's
Say
back."
say the thing. Put the
I don't
thing in
wanna
your
be
donation
noticed.
message. So he
I
says
don't
Yeah.
Everyone put blarg in their donation message.
Oh
I think I'd
man,
have to
I
ask
would
them
be
before I
putting
started saying
blurg in my
sure.
donation message for sure.
People will
I
start
mean,
donating like another great GDQ, great runs, and Spock reading donations. Keep up the good work, team.
Clark.
Yeah, what is your fwahaha?
Make sure to
Absolutely.
include the
See, that's the kind of thing that.
to beat the whatever they donate to.
Okay, I don't know where I am.
Those like catchphrases people have, that is the kind of thing that does make me physically cringe, and it doesn't have to. There's nothing wrong with those people, but it does. I can't stand it.
Would you be kicked
GDQ is
off
not
of
the place for you.
Would you be kicked off of the show if you pitched the Spock Hawks and gave a caca every once in a while?
If I pitch the Spock Hawk, yes. If I just said caca, they might be like, "Why are you doing that?"
But if
That's
I-
my thing.
donate
Just
to
let it
Caca.
marinate. Let it marinate.
Let him cook, okay? Gave him the spot, let him cook, alright?
Maybe I'll... Nope, I exploded. Okay.
I mean, they do seem to encourage a lot of improv. I'm just not. There's like a line
Well-
where you have to ask, and I'm not quite sure what that line is.
If they
That-
discourage
you know,
the
though.
improv,
They know they
like, I don't
encourage
know,
it.
it's a live event, you have to be able to think on your feet. If they
Yeah.
discourage you actually doing it, then you wind up with probably just like really flat hosts.
You gotta find
Oh,
the
yeah.
things that people are donating $5 for and hammer them home. Puns, your favorite Pokemon.
Well, I do think a
Whatever.
lot of it is identifying patterns in the donations, like seeing a bunch of people saying $5 train without knowing other people are also doing it. Like that was in the examples, at least, in the fake donations we were given. that you can kind of pick out and do the like anonymous, $5 from anonymous and $5 from anonymous, like
Right.
kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Which is fun to do. It's fun to hear. It's fun to say.
Oh, yeah, it's
Get
about the
behind
flow of it at that point, early in
All
that
of it is,
case.
yeah, about the flow. Like that one person who was saying all this stuff, they do say some things. Like I understand one of them being like, they're trying to defend themselves by saying they're better live than they are in an audition. And it's like, well, I bet you are. Like, I think everybody is a little
Everyone
bit more
is.
nervous
Also, people go to interviews and then, it's like, I don't know. It's a universal human experience when you're trying to try out for something.
here. Yeah, versus when you're in the flow of it. I think that the flow would really take hold, and once you got to it, then the rest of your host session would feel like
Holy
no
Spirit.
time at all. Yeah.
Descending
Oh,
from
there's
heaven.
the fence.
Flow state
This is only my
crazy.
second Alcatraz. I'm in the water.
Yeah, when you go one of the directions on Alcatraz, there's just the fence that literally shows up out of nowhere.
This is my first time on the map where you go up on the roof.
Oh, I love that one. Isn't it fun?
It's like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. That's Alcatraz.
That's all.
No.
Is it?
I think it might be.
It is.
That's why, baby.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
it.
you're stuck here forever. You'll never make it out of New York.
That's
Escape from New York,
No, Escape from New York?
and its sequel, Escape from Los
Snake
Angeles.
Plissken?
Why is it 11:45?
The inspiration for Solid Snake himself.
I guess it would be like 12:30 before we finish. Jesus. 45 more minutes.
John Carpenter's
feel like at some point in
sixth best
history-
movie.
His
I
sixth. What are the
remember-
5 better movies?
I could probably. Okay, wait. Halloween, obviously. 1 second.
Well,
Thing,
The
say
Fog. The
thing.
Fog. The Fog is definitely up there.
tired of laughing.
Inalienable.
Is Halloween 2 still him?
Second place.
It's probably
Say
Halloween.
the thing.
The Thing, obviously. Yeah.
The thing.
The Thing. 1982.
Oh my god.
9
he
races
said
to
the thing.
go. I'm in Hawaii now.
Is that 4? What is number
How much?
5?
There's.
It's probably
28
They Live,
tracks.
but I haven't watched it yet.
8 of them are New York, so that makes sense. I'm really surprised you haven't seen They Live.
I don't know why I haven't.
I don't know where I've seen it twice.
Big Trouble
I
in
know
Little China is also, I think, John Carpenter,
Washington
right?
School.
Yes.
Oh, Christine. I don't know if I'd put that in. Maybe it's below Escape from New York, actually. Escape from New York might be better than Christine. I don't know. Oh, fucking, not Messiah of Evil. Prince of
The fuck?
Darkness. Prince of Darkness fucking slaps. That's above Escape from New York, for sure.
Escape from New York. That's Home Alone 2, right?
Yes.
hmm
No, that's the
Wait,
I thought that
prequel
was
to
Lost
Escape
That's
from New York.
Lost in New York.
He's trying to stay in New York, and then he has to escape from New York in the sequel.
Well, I Remnant. I don't know how long you've been here, but what's up?
Rip JP NASA, by
I
the
know.
way.
Rip JP
What happened?
NASA, what the
I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay. I say, assuming everything's
Probably
okay.
just tired of playing, if I had to guess.
Tired of Rush? No way.
How could this be? I'm only just finishing a 9-minute track.
What's your name?
What's your
I almost
name?
think I got all my niners out of the way in the first half.
Am I at Alcatraz again?
Nobody's
my-
ever gotten sick of this piece of shit game before.
I don't
What
know
the-
why it works so well.
What?
It
We're
really
not gonna
is.
get
Focus
welcomed
solid
into the
now.
Discord now, Tapioca.
I'm sorry, I love the game. I love the soundtrack to the game especially.
I mean, the soundtrack is... There's that one song that's really, really
The
funny.
Los Angeles song is good.
I like the weird song from the first game.
The weird
Yeah,
song from the
that's-
first
The
game
one
is
that doesn't
exactly
fit.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, with that,
Yeah.
that sample. I've heard that sample in other places before. Like,
Which
I think
this
a
guy was
GameCube
not
game had
composed.
that.
I've heard. Yeah, I remember that.
But even like
there's no
Turok
way
or
I can do the
something
voice
had
for it,
it.
though.
I feel like I've missed so much of GameCube thing, but I also feel like when I'm there, I've seen so many of the pivotal moments. Like Barnyard. I saw so much of Barnyard. Barnyard comes up all the time.
That is a game that I lacked context. If I had known where we were, like, where things were going, Barnyard is not that bad. It is way too goddamn long though.
Yeah.
Oh, was that like an early one? I was trying to remember one.
Yeah, that was like game
was
number
like one of the
9 or
first
something.
Yeah, that was too early
Yeah.
for Barnyard, maybe. Or like you could have had other movie games like popping in before that, and then it would have been.
I think 7 was fucking the fish one with Will Smith.
I'm running out of time.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, I'm
Shark
coasting
Tale.
through that checkpoint.
Shark
Let's
Tale,
go.
yeah.
Oh God, I remember that
Also,
one.
I
Rain
feel
of
like-
Fire was 3, and that's a
Rain
movie
of Fire.
game.
I was about to say,
Oh,
I feel
Rain of
like
Fire.
Barnyard was one of your first movie games. I forgot about Rain of Fire.
It was like the 3rd movie game.
What was the one where you were like a chicken that played golf or something like that?
That
Frog
was
that played golf.
Barnyard. Oh no, the frog golf was fucking Ribbit King.
Rabbit King.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's the one.
Good
from-
game, super good game.
Yeah, agreed.
Got to watch Shoe Horse play that a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone remember what his next Dreamcast game is? Did anyone see him
No.
roll that?
It's a Star Wars game because it's
Yeah,
between
okay,
that
yeah.
and Omicron.
It's between that and Omicron. And I was like, please play Omicron, please play Omicron. And Shoe Horse was like, if you're suggesting it, then that's a bad
I
sign.
do remember that. Star Wars game though? I was there for this poll.
It popped up. I just started laughing.
Yeah,
at
it's like
Discord
Jedi
call.
Power Battles.
Jedi
I
Power
think.
Battles.
Right.
It is. Pop Thunder and I
Yeah.
were telling him how good it is, and he actually might have believed us a bit.
Well, against Omicron.
I don't know what that
Omicron
is.
is such a special experience, dude.
Against
That would have been an
Tapioca
incredible
being like,
stream.
please play Omicron. It's like, oh, maybe Power Battles it is. At least early on. He's
It
only
is a
like 3
truly
games
horrid
in.
game, but it is so special.
I think he'll appreciate it more whenever it comes up again.
Maybe.
Maybe we can do.
The frame
wait,
of
what's it?
reference will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Your run is at 6 o'clock. Okay, what if?
Yeah, it's like-
How long is your Yakuza run?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay, that's not that long. I guess when you're done, it'll be like dinner time. Maybe.
Yeah, probably get dinner after, I figure.
Dinner after.
sounds pretty
Celebratory dinner.
Right, I was gonna suggest we could watch Inalienable afterward. And we'll get dinner first. But maybe we. I
Everyone
don't know.
pile into the hotel room to watch it.
Well, yeah, because we can go into me and Crazy's room, and that'll be a nice thing we could do in there. Unless somebody's got a bigger room.
Unless it's like me in January, where I just have a suite for no reason.
Right, that's what I was saying actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a really nice.
Yeah, that was weird.
They better give you one like that again. Underprivileged.
My room was
Right.
actually.
I get a free t-shirt. It's very exciting and prestigious.
Yeah.
Our beds were really good. You know what I would say? I was in a hotel room last week that there was no overhead light. I don't think our room was
That
like
feels
that, right?
really
There was-
common for hotels.
I think it is, yeah, but it sucked. I mean, there was only the light between the beds for the desk, and there was like the entrance light, and there were like 3 lights there in the entrance, but they were all lighting up a closet, the bathroom, and just that tiny square of an area. So
Uh-huh.
I don't understand that. Like they don't want you to spend time in your room, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the idea with no big light is.
Cheaper, I guess.
I mean, I guess people leave them on too much.
Yeah, maybe. And they also didn't do housekeeping, even though I left at like 9 a.m. I was like, that's rude. Just because they had to give me 2 rooms, but they ended up only making me stay in 1 room. So I was wondering if they actually did housekeeping on a room I didn't stay in, and just didn't do housekeeping for me at all. But it messed me up because I was like, dang, we never got them to do housekeeping. We always left the room too late in January. And
Yeah,
I was
We
so
did
except for
excited
the
to
one
be
housekeeping
nice
on
room.
my room.
Except for the one time we didn't, but then the sign was still there, and then we played Mario Party in there later that day.
Well, you know, that didn't bother me as much.
It bothered me.
I
as
mean,
a
I knew
host,
that at the
as
time
a
we
room
definitely could have
host.
put the thing on. I said we could put it on in the morning. You know what? We want to do it. I think. At least I thought about it. So I don't know. It's multiplayer.
Oh, it was a thing that we put on, and we just left it on most of the time because we were leaving too late.
Yeah.
And then we didn't take it off the one day that people actually came over to do it.
Whoops. That's why I have a room at the hotel now. It's fine. Do you have a?
I have a
Are
room
you
at
at the
hotel.
GDQ hotel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would have needed it more in January, but I'm locking it in now.
Right.
In January, well, first of all, here the hotels are also closer in the first place, like the alternatives.
Yeah.
There we had to go over a bridge,
Yeah.
and it was like, as a hardened Canadian, I didn't mind, but
That was a miserable bridge, dude. Canadians
Thank
are
you.
built different.
why? I honestly did not mind it that much. Like, it was annoying if I wanted to like I couldn't just pop back to the hotel
It was
room
like
briefly.
10
That
degrees
sucks.
out.
Ooh, that was an
Well,
8-degree one.
you were also walking around the entire week in a hoodie.
Yeah,
And
but it
nothing
was
else.
a comfy hoodie.
Yeah,
it was
well,
heckin' comfy.
8 to go.
heckin' comfy.
I mean, sometimes it just doesn't stand out to me. Oh, it's Las Vegas tonight. Area
like I still
51,
have-
Site 4.
Anyway, I had like 2 jackets. I was ready.
Yeah.
I had my warm jacket and my like light jacket,
Sorry.
ready to be in the cold or the not cold. Either one.
It was cold. I couldn't really breathe. It sucked. No, I also felt self-conscious because I couldn't really breathe, and because it sucked, and I was always behind. I did not like the bridge. It was a source of drama and drama. I'm cold.
The bridge itself was the source of the cold.
Yeah. Well, the bridge was colder. It did have lake air.
Yeah.
By that I mean river, I think. But whatever. Is it Hudson or something? I don't know.
I have no
Nah,
idea.
That was like the. Well, there's 3 rivers that meet there. One of them's probably the Erie.
Yeah, I was
maybe.
thinking the Erie. There's Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's like you gotta scoot over a bit more in Pennsylvania for that. The other rivers are like randos. The Hudson River is New York, absolutely not the Delaware
Rando
River. That's New
rivers.
Jersey.
It was like a well-known river. I know I'd heard of it before, but I don't know what it is now.
Is that where the Allegheny River is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Great spelling on that word.
River Nowhere, Rio.
Did you guys ever do spelling bees? Everybody in my work was discussing their spelling bee placements.
Nah, our school didn't have that.
I might have done one, but not
I
like
kinda-
as a big thing. I think it was just like
I
A
kind of feel like
younger-
I wish our school did have that because I would have farmed it.
Yeah.
I would have done so good and everyone would have thought I was so cool.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that's definitely the result.
Yeah.
I don't think
I mean,
people
I
care
feel like
one way
I
or
would
the
have
other.
done really well at them, except for the part where my healing was trash and has always been trash. But you know, I had hearing aids at the time, I guess. Anyway, so would have been fine.
I lost the spelling bee when I did because of the Andy Griffith show yet again. Andy Griffith coming back. Because
What
they
did
asked
he
me
do
to
to
spell.
you?
They asked me to spell Ernest, and I spelled it like Ernest T. Bass because I didn't know the word Ernest.
Oh,
E-A-R-N-E-S-T.
the importance
Wow.
of being.
Yeah, I didn't know about Tyobe. I only knew about Ernest T. Bass.
Earnest, scared, stupid.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say that,
same
or
guy.
that Ernest.
Yeah, same guy.
People always describe that as like a quintessential Halloween movie. I've never seen that.
I like had one of the other Ernest movies as a kid on DVD and it was like really shit. I don't know. It's probably like some like late stage Ernest where it's just like bad.
Anything late stage is not to be trifled with.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like washed up past
Rush
his prime
2049.
direct to DVD
I
Ernest.
do know what you mean, which is part of why
Direct to DVD
I supported the theory.
Aladdin 3, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Pocahontas 2.
Wait, Aladdin 3? What is Aladdin? Aladdin 2 is King of Thieves?
Oh, Aladdin 3 do exist. I think there's,
There's
like
definitely,
Aladdin 5.
Nah, I think they might have only gone up to 3.
I think that's untrue.
Aladdin?
I know that Robin Williams and the crew were not in the third one. Or, like,
There was a
the later
TV
ones.
show.
There's an Aladdin 3, man. We're looking it up right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
there's definitely
do.
a 3.
Aladdin.
I don't
I haven't
know. I
seen
just
any
don't
of
know
it.
what the third
Aladdin
is. I
and
know.
the King of Thieves.
Is Aladdin 3 the King of Thieves?
2 is the Return of Jafar, right?
Oh. I
Yeah,
thought
and like
King
they
of
redeem
Thieves was-
Iago.
I thought King of Thieves was kind of cool. I don't know.
Apparently-
I also
apparently
watched
Robin
it like
Williams is
a
in
long
this
time
one.
ago, so. I guess I just thought the whole King of Thieves thing was cool.
I think that it might have been fine. I just know it was direct to video. But was there not an Aladdin 4? Because that's
I
where
mean, they were
everyone-
all direct to video after the first one.
Well, I think
anyway.
after the first one, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of them
Oh, Aladdin
at the
4
time
was
had made it
canceled.
to another theater except for
Aladdin
you know, the
4
good ones.
is the live.
I don't think
action
any
one.
of them.
None of
period,
them
were.
did,
Not even good
except for
ones.
like until they got into like Pixar era,
Yeah, they didn't
And-
really do sequels back then.
and then until then it was all direct to video, and even a little bit after then probably.
Yeah, the direct.
And
I mean,
now things are direct to video for different reasons.
it was nice when they were like, "This is the mainline one. Here are the shitty ones you can also buy if you want." But that's like that was representative of their value. And now the movies are almost. I'm an old man, right? I'm sure this is false. The movies are almost just as good as they were then, which is to say, not that great. But they go in the theater anyway. Shark Tale 3 or whatever. There they are.
I mean, that's true of the family movies at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's saying direct to video family movie except for.
Now, is this a
stuff.
worse reality than before just because they're in the theater? Not really. At least
Probably
you can
not.
get a Coke while you drink it.
I think trash
Watch it.
movies should be in the theaters.
Yeah, exactly. So
I believe in
Agreed.
this.
it's just different. I can't, it's not really bad. It's just weird. It is maybe harder to tell what's good because they're all in the same place and giving the same respect.
Yeah, I mean
But-
everything has like I think that's also the Marvelization of it all.
Yeah.
Everything's got the same weight because it's all in the same cinematic universe.
You can ask.
You gotta
AI
watch
to
this
bring it all
show
for you.
to know why this guy's gonna be in the next big movie.
I'm driving on a boat.
And if
Nice,
they weren't putting
nice.
this shitty
I was
movie in there,
I
they'd just be
think.
putting another shitty movie in. So we might as well be okay with it.
Lion King 2's not bad. That one's fine.
I think that one is. I think
Lion
Lion King 2 has the
1.5
vibe.
though.
Yeah. The other
Are you
Lion King
saying
movies
one and a
are
half
just like
though,
filler
as in
episodes.
it's good, or
No.
Is that the Timon and
what it's
Pumbaa
called.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is the Timon
it
and
is.
Pumbaa one.
That's the only one I was even thinking about too.
There's
I think I
one
found it
that's
funny,
like-
but I was also a lot younger when I found it funny, and I don't think I would now. Or find it good.
I might at least find it respectable.
I feel like Lion King 2 is about like Scar's kid or something like that.
It's his like adoptive son or something.
And everybody's like, your dad sucked, so you probably suck too. And he's like, bro, I'm
That's
just a
basically
kid.
it, yeah. He was like his, I don't know, chosen heir or something. But he wasn't really Scar's kid. I don't remember.
Scar.
And now they're doing this weird, like, 3D CG animated
Yeah.
Lion King Mufasa prequel.
Yeah, how
No
does
one
that make
asked
you feel
for.
differently about Scar, Tapioca? He was an adoptive father. He cared and loved for a child.
Yeah.
I don't need to feel
I would have
differently about
expected
Scar
Scar to be a bit more like.
because he was cool and he had the best song in the movie. That's all I need to know.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about best song. It is a
What
good
was the
song.
Be prepared,
Be
fucking
prepared.
rips.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying
What's the
Elton
best song?
John.
then?
Elton John also was crushing it.
Just can't wait to be king. It's pretty fun. I mean, they're all good songs, obviously, but like,
John was crushing.
I don't. Be
That is
prepared is, well, I don't know. It's more fun because it's a villain song, so it gets to be,
I was
it
gonna
gets
say,
to have a
Be Pre-
different flavor.
Yeah.
Be Prepared is definitely a top tier villain song.
Uh-huh. Villains get to be cool in ways that heroes don't in these family-friendly animated movies.
That's true. Heroes are boring in these. That's why the evil is hot. According to some conversation, Darrow and
Well, evil is hot because they just always make the evil characters hotter.
That's what I'm saying, and yet
Because
they
they portray
trouble
sexuality
figuring it
as
out.
bad and such, and so on and so forth.
So true, and they think they're Christian. Exactly.
And they get to be queer coded because that wasn't acceptable before.
Yeah.
Anyway, villain's better.
It's the general consensus.
That's why they won Discord Wars. I think. I don't remember.
They did not win
They did
Discord
not.
Wars.
Okay, well, they
won.
should have. It was the
I
more fun
agree.
team
As
anyway.
a villain.
False.
It was the
Well,
more
probably
fun
true.
team. All the N64Mania people were on it. So
That's not true.
most of them. I feel like it was a strong villain representation from N64Mania.
I know,
I think
like,
it was like half and half.
I think
I
it
thought
was
it
like
was
half and
more.
half. Well, the only hero I can think of, I think Alter was a hero.
Alter was a villain.
She was
Alter
a
would
villain?
definitely be a villain.
Oh.
He was
never mind
absolutely a villain.
Never mind then. What do I know? I was like, this is the one hero that I remember. It's like, no.
I think Abscon might have been. I don't know. Maybe not
Abscon-
on the same team.
I can't remember.
It's just, I don't know, but I know I was a hero.
Is that the one that Destiny 2 was in? Destiny 2 and PoE?
No.
I don't remember.
That sounds kind of
It
right.
was the last one. It was. There was no Destiny. That was.
Nah, no,
Which
the
one
last
came
one
first?
was,
Cats and Dogs
last
or
one was
Heroes
Cats
and
and
Villains?
Dogs?
the last one was Cats and
Cats and
Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, Heroes might have had Path of Exile.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 at the
I
same
think-
time, though?
Heroes and Villains was Path of Exile. Yeah.
Dude,
Path
if
of
I
Exile and Destiny 2 were the MMOs.
Mhm.
What's your name?
if I send you all my team ideas, will you bring them up in the call and pretend they're yours?
Sure.
What?
How about I
Add
pretend
with
right now
Yeah,
that
sure,
it's
give
early
it.
enough to to make that decision?
Early enough. It's late May.
I'll await your DM.
That's why I
Yeah.
said I'm pretending.
Yeah, I'll DM you them, Rio, and then you DM Pi saying that Ahmad told you.
Heard these. I think would be some really cool ideas for. And he'll be like, "Why are you DMing me?" And instantly blocked.
As a fellow Italian.
There's clapping at the end of the race? I didn't even know. Man, I put Spock 1 in, but at some point I hit B and accidentally removed my 1, and I've just been Spock on most of these leaderboards.
I'll just say, if you're a fan of bacon, this is your year.
Hell yeah.
For any one of them?
In before the Pokemon games season 2.
This time it's gonna be Team Cyndaquil. Oh, it'll be Team Regular Ironmon, Super Ironmon, or Kaizo Ironmon.
What about
Team.
I
Kaizo
joined
5?
Can I join Team Super Safari Kaizo?
What a crazy idea.
Italian Kaizo.
It is kind of crazy to me that the solution, well, not the solution, the solution to not having an Ironmon to do is to make one where you spend 2 hours at Safari
Yeah, what's
trying to
Pi's
figure
whole
out what to
reason,
do.
like, was it? I remember Pi saying he was like, "We're gonna
I-
do Super Safari, we're gonna do Super Kaizo, and it's an attempt to fix the mid game being boring." And now it's like, well, now the mid game has a multi-hour long Safari.
I think
session.
so. The logic, I guess, is that you make more decisions and decisions are interesting. The problem that I, as a person, as just anyone who would either do it or watch it or whatever, is that that decision takes way too long to make.
2 hours of fishing isn't prime
I think,
content.
like, the idea that, like, okay, I have to make a decision and that's meaningful and That
Look, I'm
makes it
making
more
a fishing
interesting.
game, so I have to be pro 2 hours of fishing.
Okay.
2 hours of fishing is very engaging, actually.
When can I do those 2 hours?
Yeah, I guess
That's all I wanna
hopefully
know.
Pop Tart isn't listening. He was our resident fisher in Stardew Valley.
No, I love, 2 hours of fishing. That's great.
Thank you.
But look, I did Animal Crossing Goldenrod speedruns like 3 times. That's basically what that is. Anyway, there's like a rationale to it, but then it gets like, for me, undone by the fact that you have to spend a long time, optimally or whatever, trying to figure out what the best decision to make is. But like the idea of like, more decisions is more engaging, that's true. But like, other than that, Safari Zone content, I don't know. I'm not enough of a Pokemon knower or enjoyer or whatever, I guess.
What are the
Arizona's eerie.
What are the odds we get another 602 stream this year?
Huh.
That depends on what is to come in Pokemon games, Discord Wars / nothing.
Dude,
Squad up,
it
squad
better
up
have
too.
like damageless in all 4 Marios to some extent. I will pop off so hard. Let Pi know this.
Okay. I mean, you
I'll
don't even
DM
need
them, don't worry,
to
Tapioca.
impress that upon me because I would love to do more damageless for a reason again.
How
which is
far did you
Chaos
make
Edition.
it in 64? Did you beat that?
I got
I
like
did.
98 or something.
Is it the 602 10-year
10th
anniversary? I have no idea. When did they start doing that? Well, when did Galaxy? When did
It's the
Galaxy
60
2 come out?
Did they start doing that in 2014? That kind of sounds right.
That sounds like it would be
It
the right
doesn't seem
time.
that long
Galaxy
ago.
2 came out in like 2010 or 11 or so.
Okay, so you give it a couple of years, and then everyone who's insane decides to do all of them.
It was like a Chrism thing, and then other people started getting involved.
I do enjoy some Prism.
Yeah, it definitely
I
is.
respect
'cause,
that man's ability to know how to do a lot of speedruns at a pretty good level. Even if it's not like a couple
Yeah.
speedruns at an amazing level, you know?
At any given time, I can be okay-ish at one game, no more.
That's pretty sick.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's not true.
No,
Considering
that's
you've held
it.
multiple world records. in
That's just because
different
nobody
Yakuza
was
games.
playing though.
Yeah, nobody
if
was
I
challenging them.
if I had to do 2 different games in one day, hopeless, beyond hopeless.
Well, I don't think that's true.
What
It's
if
just
they
that
were
they're long
different
games
games?
sometimes.
What if it was like, well, different games in terms of like different type of game? Like, when is the Yakuza Zone of the Enders combo run?
I think I did that once. But that would
But
go
how good
poorly.
were you at both of them?
Yeah,
Bad.
the
I'm
others.
still bad at both of those to this day.
Or like a Super Mario Sunshine? Something
Yeah.
else?
I want to do the 602. I feel really bad about quitting that after like 30 hours.
Well, you were like sick.
Yeah, I
How was
could
that?
not continue, but I
This
still feel
cannot
bad about
continue.
it.
It sounds, well, I was gonna
Nah,
say
I
it
was
sounds
having,
like
like-
you know what to do when you're done with GameCube thing, but then you
Yeah.
have Xbox. and
No,
PS2
it
thing.
never ends.
He knows
The thing
exactly
never
what
ends.
to do when he's done with the GameCube thing.
The thing never ends.
Look, I'm just glad you're there providing content for the latter half of my workday. It's
True.
great.
I think that's what everyone there is there for.
Yeah.
It's all Europeans and latter half of my workday viewers.
Dude, I missed so much when I had my own office and I would just watch you during my office hours. It was so good. And then I had to go teach afterwards.
Dare I
No.
say, comfy.
Dang.
I just
Comfy?
don't have to do
It's
that
the
anymore.
illegal.
Have a chance to.
Legal phrasing. The cringe police are on their way to your location.
I mean, it just depends. I think that a stream, if it's providing a comfy environment, that it is. It's fair. I don't think that's very cringe, but I do think sometimes it's cringe.
It only
I'm
bothers
just
me when
calling
it is
back
illegal
the
you apply
joke.
to yourself.
The wholesome tapioca.
Yeah.
Also,
I consider myself very wholesome.
Tapioca giving Resident Evil 4 a 4 is pretty wholesome in my book.
wholesome prison, maybe.
I was worried for a second there.
It's like a high 3. I was feeling generous.
I thought that might be the case.
The later parts of the game are pretty good, so it kind of brings it together at the end. That castle section, man.
The castle section, I probably never minded the castle section like the first time. After that though, it's really long. You think it's over, you go to the mines, and then you come back out and you're in the castle again. Which is pretty crazy. But... And then what does it have that's like really... I guess you have the mech.
The mech,
You have a couple good set pieces. You have that pointless drill hallway for no reason.
Yeah.
Would you believe that's not in the remake?
I can't believe it.
Or the one where you have to go into like the refrigerator and fight those
Yes.
dudes that have like key cards inside of them.
There is one where, yeah.
There's one guy with a
One
key
has a
card,
key card.
and that is in the fridge room, isn't it?
It is. They are all kind of in a cold storage area.
Yeah.
I'm running into this wall.
And they're like the scary guys, the requisite scary guys of the game.
Your name.
I don't even remember seeing Oven Man when you were. I must have been away from the computer, or the reaction was so subdued that I didn't notice.
Was Oven Man the guy on fire who pops out at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. He happened.
I think you have to see him because I'm pretty sure. I mean, that game is
My
like a
reactions
bunch
are
of
always
hallways.
kind of subdued. I think I was just like, oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing like that.
it's a famous jump scare moment in the
I mean,
game. I wouldn't have
know.
expected you to be like, but I was just like thinking, I don't remember seeing Oven Man, so I might have been away from the computer or something. I don't know.
What do I want?
It's one of those, pointing moments. Like, it's Oven Man. There he is.
I didn't know about him.
Oh my god, Los Angeles is fast. And Alcatraz? My last 5-6 races really are just the shortest ones. What did I do to deserve
There's another
this?
pointing moment that I think you just didn't even notice. Not that it's like anything crazy, but you like open the dumpster and then there's like a bag of meat there, and then the meat just starts like flopping around in the bag.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
No,
You walked away from it and you just heard
Yeah.
it flopping around in the background for like
yeah,
3
I walked
minutes.
away from it. Someone in chat said that's a lot of meat, and I was just like, I guess so.
Yeah, that's like a
I didn't know that
classic.
it did anything, or that it was
You
a
walked
classic
away
moment.
too quickly to see it like move. But like once you open it, it just starts like shaking around and like whatever until
I
you like
missed all the
shoot it.
classic
If you
moments.
shoot it, then it's like it dies, whatever it is. It's just
The
like
only-
a fun, creepy thing, I guess. It's not anything like too special, but in a game that is mostly an action game, I guess people remember the things that are a little
Whoa.
creepy. Which is that and the regenerators and maybe Oven Man.
Yeah, the whole regenerator section when you're in the lab is a lot creepier than the rest of the game, I felt like.
I don't know if you ever understood the Iron Maiden's the one that you were like, oh, you shoot all the parasites and then they take forever to die.
Yeah, what's the lore?
They have a parasite on the back.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what
no,
it is. Yeah. But you can shoot all of them to death if you just like do it enough.
Okay, that's what I was doing to them
Yeah.
then.
I think you might be able to hit the parasite from the front. I don't even remember, but you can't see it obviously. So
I was definitely just shooting them 30 times
You're
after.
yeah. I don't know how they're programmed. Like most of the things in that game are surprisingly gimmickless. Like there is a gimmick to the regenerators, I guess, obviously. Otherwise, you can probably just shoot everything and it'll die eventually.
That's probably true about many things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not in video games. Not necessarily in video games.
Yeah, in video games, there's always a gimmick. I just don't want to get Wind Wakered, where it's like, no, streamer, obviously your bullets weren't doing anything after I've been shooting for an hour.
That is truly a gimmick. It's just one no one except for you will ever think about. It is a gimmick, I guess. When you like really break it down, it's like, you must parry to defeat me. But
Yeah.
but like everyone else was just parrying all the time, probably.
Oh.
Because it was like the thing. It was cool. I don't know.
Did you
I don't
have
know why
trouble
we
with the
did it.
boss that you weren't expecting to have trouble with or something?
In Wind Waker?
Yeah.
Yeah, the final boss.
He requires
I-
a specific move to kill.
You have to
Oh.
do a specific move, but if you don't do the move to him, it still looks like you're damaging him. It just
Yeah.
doesn't do any damage in the back end, so the
You
fight
don't-
goes on
Oh,
forever.
oh yeah.
Oh.
You don't do the cutscene trigger where Link stabs him in the head.
So I spent like an hour there.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Single-handedly resulted in the one rating.
Yeah.
But like in the grand scheme of things, the value that boss fight and one rating provided.
It gave us memories. Extreme value, you might say.
Extreme value, some would call it, for sure.
Content was created.
Hmm
It's sort of
You can't
Soulless
argue
way
that
of
at least
looking at it.
1 hour of content was created. That's the bare minimum. An hour of content, regardless of quality, was made because of it. And then every joke about it ever since.
how many races we got left?
I haven't
Yeah, I was
thought
just
about
about to
racing
say,
in 10
Anyone-
minutes.
I need this race to end because I am definitely starting to fade.
I think
about
I've only got
5
two
for
more
me.
after this.
Two.
Yeah.
You must be cruising, but I don't know what number I'm
I
at,
am
so I might be
cruising
cruising.
USA, dude.
Game over. It explodes. Okay.
I timed out 2 races, but they were just like Alcatraz, and I wasn't going fast enough, so it really didn't amount to
I
much.
had to wait
Yeah,
till
I
over.
timed out on Alcatraz and
It's funny that
Only
the
once.
result of Alcatraz being like more dynamic and more short is that you can actually time out on it.
I must
yeah.
have more Alcatraz
Yeah.
to go because my name's only on the board twice.
Because I haven't timed out on anything that wasn't Alcatraz, I can tell you that.
I did time
Back
out
to
on
Los
New York
Angeles.
once. I just raced horribly that race.
I almost timed out in my second race when I wasn't using the van. I was using exotic. I was like,
Sorry you lost out on your free 2 minutes of time save.
It is funny to think. I mean, you might not have ever timed out, but
I did.
The only honest Rush player here.
It was Seattle is definitely the worst of the levels.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
I
Seattle.
I
have
kind of
5
hate the
races to
one
go.
that has those red gates over the road by the
I
finish
know.
line.
Yeah.
Whichever one
that's,
that is.
That's Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii right
I do
now.
not. I'm in Hawaii right now too. I don't like that one.
I'm on sideways T.
Beauty
It's,
of
it's
it
like
that-
it's a little long boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, BOI. What do we, the wholesome, cozy haters, think about BOI?
I find that only cute girls say that, so it's fine. I was just thinking about this earlier today, so
If a cute
That's my
girl says
opinion.
it, it's always fine. I mean,
I don't know.
Races to go? What the? How am I so far behind all?
Maybe they're
You'll
short.
be in my prayers, Ryokoi.
totally didn't just look at my phone to see if a cute girl had sent another message recently.
Yeah.
When I said that.
I don't
Well, I
know.
should be
Maybe it
timing out
makes them
more.
Cute. I think I like that one for absolutely no reason at all. So. Boy.
Yeah, boy.
There's just, I don't like that there's no gender like opposite for it. Like, there's no like girl.
I think it
I
is. I
even-
think
I can't
it's Goral.
It always has the
Gorl.
same
It's
noise.
Goral.
Yeah, that was also.
Yeah, but it doesn't
controversial.
have the same traction. I feel like that's true of like so many gendered terms. In general, obviously. Down with the patriarchy, whatever, but like, you know, the dude, no equivalent to dude has ever surpassed dude.
I hate.
No.
Yeah, I really wish.
So
for
we
dude
just
to be
move
gender
closer
neutral,
and closer
but
to a future in which dude is truly
what I
gender
want.
neutral.
That's what I want.
I think for a lot
Such
of
a good
people it
word.
is.
Yeah, but for some
I
people
think
it's
for
not,
many
and I
people
can't
it
argue
is.
against them. They're right.
Yeah, well, I
can't
mean, I don't know. Are they right, or is gender, language more fluid? Well, gender is also more fluid, but
I want it to be gender neutral, but I don't think the way I use it is very gender neutral. I'll find myself saying dude next to he more often than not. And so, like, if I want to be like, oh, it's gender neutral, I'm just
but
like
are
stretching
you-
the meaning for myself.
are you? Yeah, I don't know. Are you perpetuating,
No.
or are you working towards a gender neutral dude future? Who
I don't
knows?
know. It's one of those
Only
things that-
history will tell. The textbooks will say.
When they write about Spock in the textbook. He was working towards a gender-neutral dude, truly, but he couldn't have known it at the time.
He died not in alone in a non-dude future. Whatever, I don't know. The post-mortem of the movie where it's just like words on the screen at the end. In 2042, the word dude finally achieved gender neutrality.
According to who? The World Dude Congress?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm spinning this off into a joke, and I'm not thinking much more about that beyond that. So. Maybe I should drink the rest of this beer more slowly.
Maybe not. There's only so much rush left. The faster you drink the beer, the more time you have to sober up. That's thinking.
Sober up during rush?
No.
Star maps.
I'm sure that you would peak before the end of this.
That's true. You're right. Try. No, there's not that much left actually, but
I was assuming there wasn't a ton, to be clear.
no.
I'm not trying to encourage
Wow,
such
what is that? What do you mean by that? Can you evaluate that for me?
No,
Elaborate?
I'm just saying that I thought you were probably close to the end.
You're right.
No defense, but I'll restate it in a different way. Does that help?
I'll say it again so you realize it's true, and then don't argue any further.
You're on it.
Or so you drop the pretense of being mad that you aren't actually, which is what was happening. Transparency on that palm tree is also fucked up. What the hell? There's just none. Or, well, there's not much. I don't know. There's like blue around the bronze.
It's weird because it sounds like an emulator interpretation error.
But I'm
No,
on
you're
an
not
every
emulating.
drive. Yeah. I don't know. Is no one else seeing a weird palm tree?
No, you're right.
I-
The palm trees are a bit messed up. Like the mask isn't right or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Mask.
I think I had an illegal EverDrive copy.
Imagine there wasn't an illegal EverDrive. It's quite amazing that this thing is legal.
The Hercules speedrunner. I can't even make that joke now because I convinced the Hercules. Well, I just reminded them that hey, it still says EverDrive isn't allowed, and now it's allowed. So
I don't wonder if they did
JTB
that
can
same,
upload his speedrun if he wants.
If they
He
made
did
the
one,
same
right?
case for this today, I just feel like Nintendo would win. Or Sony or ConnectX Corp.
I don't
whatever.
even think there was ever a case about EverDrives. Like this.
No, not EverDrives, but emulation.
flashcards. Emulation, yeah.
Or flashcards.
That's
yeah.
like, let's not go back to court with that one because I feel like that was a lucky win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. True. Please do not relitigate that ever again.
I don't even want to get
In 20 years, Nintendo will stack the courts, and then it'll all be over.
It's like, I don't know, just the fact that they make a little bit of money off of these games, but the people buying EverDrives are also the same kind of people who will buy it again on the Switch and the Virtual Console. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's true. They're already
you're spending this much
They're
money.
already invested in making sure that old ass Nintendo 64 still plays video games.
Yeah.
You've either already lost them, or you still have them firmly in your grasp. And they will be like, "Wow, Nintendo Switch has Iggy's Wrecking Balls now, huh?"
Now I have to buy a Switch.
Jesus. I didn't want to think about that.
I guess
it's
if
real.
they
But
give you
Iggy's
for-
Runback coming soon.
It's a game I wouldn't play again.
I wouldn't play Iggy's again, to be honest.
I don't know.
Probably would.
There's not a lot of N64 that's made me mad the way that game does.
I don't know.
Being
It's
crushed 5
monotonous,
times in a row by
but
balls.
isn't what? I guess it's monotonous, but you have to think about it more than you do this. But still,
You definitely don't have to think at all while you play Rush. It's very good, and yet your
Uh-huh.
brain is soothed into podcast territory.
yeah. But there's not enough track variety to voice additional thoughts into your brain for one.
It is like so much easier to talk while doing this than it would be to talk without doing this, I think.
Talk without. Yes. Right. Yes.
I think so. I mean, I was having a conversation before we got in here that lasted like an hour and a half, so
I think
it's,
that's
it's plausible, but
you know, this is our campfire, right?
it really is.
We're gathered around a campfire. It's Rush,
Digital
but it's our
literacy.
campfire in the night, and we're discussing all those thoughts.
Discussing important things.
It's the kind of thing that nobody watches these streams, but I could see at the end of N64Mania, like, actually Variety or some little magazine. They could do a little write-up about it, make it cute, and you know, 10,000 people read it. And it would be
These
done.
guys played every Nintendo 64 game.
Well,
That's
but
the
they would-
article title.
They would have the stories about it. Yeah, but there would be a catchphrase. There would be a hook. And this happened.
But then something happened that no one expected.
One of them started running Hercules: The Legendary Journey. We don't understand it either.
Was Seattle a longer one, Rio?
I just don't like it.
So is it a long one?
I couldn't even tell you how long Seattle is.
I'm not thinking
I-
about length at all. I think, you know what? I must be in Seattle right now because it's about to hit 9 minutes.
No, are you sure? Because it looks kind of like a worm.
That's
Kind
not
of like a
Seattle.
caterpillar. No, I'm in Seattle. I know that.
I was,
I have
I was
no
talking
idea.
about
Does it
Gigas.
say it at the end?
Oh, okay.
It's LA. LA is 9 minutes long.
Oh.
I'm in Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm going to Seattle right now.
LA is the sideways uppercase T.
You're right. That is what it was.
Sort of looks like. Oh,
Seattle
it's with
is
all
a
the
worm.
hills on it.
Seattle is absolutely a worm. I don't know what else you could come up with this. For this.
Well, you could say it's like a dog leg
Like
on
a
its stomach
weird
with all
flat
of its legs
shoe.
tucked underneath.
Like it's got a little bit of a heel, but not
It's a
really.
legless, tailless dog.
It's a dog.
That's sad.
No,
I like
it's
this
just
tailless
tucked.
dog is just a
It's tucked.
worm.
That's not true. it's just tucked.
I've been getting fed too many Instagram videos about this, like, I don't even know what type of breed they are, but they are very worm-like.
That's gonna be the new thing. Is the hot dog
Worm
a
dog.
sandwich?
A
Is the
worm-like
dog
dog.
without a leg just a worm?
A dog without a leg.
Damn, what kind of dog are they?
You believe in Germany, a dog without a leg is probably one long word. Legless dog.
So we gotta work with that.
I'm just
What?
looking over at Wacetime GG to see if
What's our
the
word
answer
for
is
dog?
going to be there in
Legless
a
dog.
second.
Orso?
No, we don't have a word for that.
I don't know if I have one or two more Alcatraz.
Where'd my camera go? Where'd what happened to my camera?
I don't
think
know.
my
Where
last
did
race
your
is gonna
camera
be
go?
Vegas.
Oh, here we are. Well, the camera stopped, but my car kept going and crashed. I think my camera, I'm serious, I think my camera hit a building and couldn't go any further, but my car continued. I just saw a green picture on a wall and I thought about Alter's portal as if it were a hole in the wall I could step through.
Not Alta mentality.
Yeah, not Alter mentality. I
It's
don't
been a-
understand this character.
What portal?
There's a new character who can shoot portals through walls that will take you to the other side of the wall in Apex Legends.
Or any
Oh,
surface of
okay, in
fusion.
Apex. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, wall or rock or whatever.
Portal 2? Portal 3?
Portal
They're like
3?
very Chinese.
In a just
And I-
world, Portal 3 would be here already.
Don't
Nah,
understand
instead
their-
they're making Overwatch. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did see that.
You hear about this?
Have you heard about
shitty
this?
Overwatch, Chinese Minecraft or whatever they
I
were
was just
saying?
telling, I briefly alluded to it with Spock earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah, I was saying Valve was making a new shooter.
Oh, right. I didn't process that was the same thing.
It is, yeah, it's the same. They're making like a apparently steampunk hero shooter
Oh, that's their
like lanes.
Overwatch, right?
Oh, I was thinking about the Marvel thing. Never mind.
Even Paladins is better than this.
Even Paladins is better than this, yeah.
Anyway,
Is it just
Chinese
I thought it was-
Minecraft.
I don't know. It could be good. It could be not.
Yeah,
good.
why is it? Why is it
Team
called
Fortress
that?
2 was a hero shooter before hero shooters existed. In a way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but then it's like, well, but like, not
That was a
really.
cool flip. No, it's a half step between class-based and like hero, the concept of hero shooter. Where like, okay, it's mostly just like the guns you have, but they all have different, very distinct silhouettes, very distinct stats, health values, movement speed. Some of them have like passives. I don't know. It's like halfway there. It was just the rest of the industry wasn't there except for the World of Warcraft mod, I guess, but then that hadn't translated to anything other than World of Warcraft mods at the time.
I don't know. I don't want shooters becoming too MOBA brained, and I think they are.
They already are, I'm sorry.
It's sad.
That's a funny
I
sentence.
mostly agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
Me
Lame.
when
Like, come on, son. What are you doing?
when my video game becomes mobile brain.
It's MOBA brain.
It is
What's
MOBA
MOBA
brain.
Rush?
It's true. It's just really funny.
I mean, it's like, what is even the difference? But you like start boiling it down to, yes, everyone has 4 abilities, and then it becomes MOBA brain, and then you had like other things that you import from MOBAs on top of that. I think it has items is another thing it has, which is very MOBA brained.
Is it? I don't even know
Yeah.
enough about
Oh,
MOBAs
yeah.
to know what's in them.
They
Well, I
have
mean-
so many items you can't possibly remember them all. That's what I know.
Yeah, I mean, so like in Dota, you have a backpack you have an inventory of 6 items that you upgrade or sell or use throughout the course of the game. You know, it's like a very pared down version of loot, I guess. I don't know. But like supposedly this new shooter is gonna have items. In the sense that I guess a MOBA has items? I don't know. Obviously this is all coming through the mouth of a leaker or some guy who knows a leaker or whatever. So it's possibly a little abstracted.
And this one is gonna be steampunk flavored.
Apparently. I don't know, that was part of it.
I've never had a steampunk game before.
Not even one.
Nope.
Never happened. Fiction. I don't know. It could be good. I kind of wish it was just Team Fortress 3.
I'm sure it'll be basically the same video game as all the other ones.
Exactly.
Apex Legends is also hero-based.
That's only my first name on this. I have 2 races to go. Are they all Seattle? Oh my god.
Actually,
This
if
one is.
anything, the credit of Apex Legends is that it is hero-based, but it's still way more about the guns than any of that other stuff is.
It's true.
Because
I played PUBG.
everyone gets the guns, and then they just have a couple abilities on top of that.
I'm constantly in Seattle.
I actually don't think Seattle's that long because it looks like Giga's about to finish and he's only like 6.5 minutes.
I think it was about a 6. I just did it, and I'm doing it again.
I'm in LA for my last race.
I got Alcatraz for my last.
I
Damn.
think Rio might have had a better
I
idea
have the
when I
double
was about to
Alcatraz
finish
to
than
end
I did.
things.
Last race. What the hell?
That's crazy.
What a-
Yep.
What's your name?
I'm losing this to Cinny though. He's too good. His A button holding skills are too powerful.
My thumb is a little bit tired.
Yeah, the power of timing out 3 times because I'm off by
I did get up to
Alcatraz.
go get a drink, and I'm just reminding myself of that more than anyone else.
Except this attempt where I'm
Just making
somehow
myself
second.
feel a little bit better. Welcome to Manhattan.
Welcome to Manhattan.
What just
Welcome to bonus stage. Is Manhattan bonus stage of New York?
No.
What's the bonus
Well,
stage of New
That's the
York?
base. That's
I
the
mean,
base
yeah.
Eager
stage.
Bother is bonus stage, so in that sense,
Coney Island? Is Coney Island a bonus stage?
maybe, I don't know. Coney Island's not very relevant.
That's sad.
It is
As
kind
a
of sad.
as a true fan of the Warriors,
As a true
Coney
fan of
Island.
the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
Coney Island not being relevant makes me sad.
My last book I bought on Audible was about hot dogs.
I wait
Saw that.
for the day.
Oh, did you read that hot dog book?
So did you recommend it?
No, but I saw like people shilling it on Twitter or
It's
something.
over.
GG.
I think. I hope this is my last race.
GG.
You're always undone
Yep,
a president.
I got a spinning cube and a spinning orb. No, that's a bottle cap.
Orb.
Or
Cube and orb. Truly, we are blessed
Yeah,
on this
cube
day.
and bottle cap.
once you're a host, Spock, you have to be ready to lead like the orb chants and whatnot.
They're not gonna put me in a Mario. I'm sure.
I'm not gonna put.
It doesn't
piano-
matter
Are
what the
there
game
any-
is.
Are there any orbs in Yakuza?
No, but the Mario
Uh,
does need to start it off. Probably. Usually.
Well, no, used to we have a $10 donation from Anonymous that says, "Say it with me, chat." Orb, and then everyone in the room says orb.
I might just be like, we have a $10 donation. It says orb.
I remember when that
Refuse it.
hooray, that hooray thing started when we were there for the finale, and I didn't learn what the hooray came from until after the finale.
What was it that it came?
It came from the Bluey game.
Oh, I thought we were just doing it.
Every time they did like an objective in Bluey or whatever, the characters would just go hooray, and then it just, you know, I mean, really, that's how most of them start. I thought it at the time. I thought people just started saying hooray because it was they were trying to beat the record or whatever.
Yeah, just saying hooray.
But no, the hooray had an origin point
Oh,
that was not the finale itself.
it was great energy.
Yeah, it was a pretty good energy.
I'm like anti-energy, to be honest. I'm a real hater.
Very tapioca.
Very tapioca.
She still wanted to be in the room in the end.
Well, you know, you gotta be there.
You gotta be
but
there. I do remember sitting next to Tapioca and then reading in Discord Tapioca saying like, "Kill me, hooray!" I laughed. Spike was on the couch for that run. He started it. Oh yeah, he was on the couch for Bluey. I watched Bluey after because I wanted to learn where that came from. It wasn't a very exciting run, but I mean, like, well, obviously it's not an exciting speed run, but like, you know, it was fun enough.
I really enjoyed the Burger King one.
Personality-wise. Burger King was fun.
Did we
I
see
watched
that in
the Burger
person, or
King.
did we just watch that later?
I think I watched that on like my hotel TV or something. I caught Burger King.
I don't remember if we were waiting for something else and
I
we
think
were
we
just
might
there
have
for
seen
Burger
that.
King.
Yeah, we saw it live, right? Yeah.
Was it before Bug's Life? I don't know.
I think so.
Anything before Bug's Life was like we were probably watching it.
Yeah, or I might have
This
just
is
watched
in the
it.
West.
We might have watched it in the hotel room. Oh, I think we did.
Did we watch much of
Came
it?
home. A
Came
little
home.
bit. Yeah.
I remember watching a decent amount of Majora's Mask in my hotel room. You were
I
at the
think
bar,
I think I did too.
Yeah.
getting some trying to get some karaoke in.
Yeah. Certainly did not do karaoke. which is
Unfortunate. This time for sure.
We played shuffleboard.
There's a karaoke incentive on my speed run. If you guys wanna sing on stream.
I mean, just get Spock on there and he'll do it.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's fine.
I'm
No,
volunteering
definitely not.
someone for this, but
I'm not pushing anything like that this time. People want that, they can do it.
if you need a hero and you bug
I
me
do
enough,
need a
I
hero.
might say yes.
I
But-
do need a hero. Please sing Baka Mitai on my stream.
But I might low-key do a shot off stream before I walk up there.
I did do karaoke a few weeks ago.
Pull a controller
and then
head.
get banned from GDQ. No.
Yeah, exactly. Show up for your run
Well,
extreme
look, I just
drunk.
don't have to talk. I just don't talk about Air Canada, and then I'm fine. No matter what Air Canada does to me on the way over, I will not.
We will
speak
not
of them.
speak of it.
That's my one race to go. It's Seattle, backwards.
I don't know where I am.
Okay, well, it's fine. I didn't have a problem with Seattle. It's Rio. I don't know why I'm adopting it.
I thought Seattle was pretty short.
That is fine.
Not
I
compared
was
to
just, it was
Alcatraz.
the second race I did. I was using a car I wasn't a fan of, and I almost game overed or timed out on it, which I'm now learning should have.
Oh, I
I
lost
should have
the circuit.
embraced the timeouts.
That's the championship by
I
6
would have
points.
still have 3 more races
Damn it.
today.
Oh, did you come in second?
Yeah, I got second.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I also
nice.
got second.
I think I might too. I've
Let's
been
see.
doing
How
really
can I
well.
see my point?
Go to
Uh,
the circuit review.
Circuit review.
2 races to go. Can you believe Shoehorse chose to go to bed over the rest of this?
Yes,
Yeah, I lost it by like 56. I was not close.
I am definitely tired.
He's too adult for this.
I'm sure I'll be up for a while longer, but I'm tired.
I don't know. I slept in today because I had the day off, so.
I've got euchre at
Oh,
2 p.m.
nice.
I just want to be awake enough for it.
Yeah, it's these Alcatrazes that really killed my point
I
total.
have two races left. I think I might have an Alcatraz left. I don't know.
Where are you now? New York?
I don't know. New York, one of the New Yorks.
I think that's downtown New York.
Downtown.
I haven't paid enough attention to this game for really most of it.
I like how one of the AIs is called Kiss the Girls. Kevy Poo.
They all
What are
have
these
different
names?
names. I don't have those.
Oh, we got different opponents.
I have a weird one that looks like a SQL injection attempt. It's like open parenthesis asterisk colon Holt. Oh, it's a face. It's a smiley face, but like backwards and what? There's an asterisk nose. I just.
I have Pony Boy.
Oh, look at that Van Gogh. Van life.
Yeah. Which one?
I don't know. It's a van.
I mean, which Van Gogh?
Orange. She's orange. That's all I got.
Alright. That's fine. Starry Night or something? I don't know. Maybe you're a Van Gogh
I
guy.
love Starry Night.
Oh. Getting some bonus rush content. We gotta play the extra tracks.
Wait, who did the scream? That wasn't him, right? That was.
I think that's
That's
Edvard
Munch.
Munch.
Edvard
yeah,
Munch.
Yeah.
Wow, art people.
I love art.
I mean, I did know that name. I just had to like remember.
Yeah, I know the name. I know
Which
the
one?
painting too, but I don't know.
I did know the connections
Actually,
were
I just
there.
saw the painting. It was on that.
But I was trying to think of other Van Gogh paintings I knew to prove that I was cultured. Which I'm not.
I like the chair one and the bedroom one. You know those?
Nope.
Chair and bedroom.
Never
Not cultured,
mind.
as I said.
Or like
We
that
gotta do
shitty
the-
cafe one.
I
Gotta do
wear
the office race.
nerd t-shirts and band t-shirts, and that's it.
This guy doesn't have a
Culture
Van
does
Gogh
not approach
t-shirt.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have a Van Gogh
A
t-shirt.
Van Gogh t-shirt. I mean, I feel like I don't see a lot of those around, but they probably should be.
What size are you?
XL?
Alright.
I mean, yeah, basically XL. Oh, sometimes large can fit, but sometimes not. I'm too tall and I'm a little fat.
Is that a shortcut?
That's what they call the
There.
dad bod, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Although they're not all tall.
They say some ladies love it. I don't know.
It's fine. Who cares? I'm not really trying to date anybody who needs somebody that's ripped. That's not my wheelhouse. I wouldn't know how to get along with them. No offense to them.
We'll see how the coffee goes, and then we'll see how the dad bod goes after that.
Damn.
What did that say?
Drift.
That's like bush cola.
Oh, there's the cube. Well, there's a cube. I don't know.
That's the cube.
It's just the cube statue.
I
of
just
me on
killed a
somewhere.
man.
Oh, I'm
Or
sorry
a dude.
for that man.
Might have been Pony Boy riding that car. Can't tell if I got quieter or if I just got worse at hearing.
I was just thinking that.
I
Oops.
probably did.
Well, that was right into a wall.
Lark. There we go.
Like.
I
He said
probably
it.
will.
He said the thing. Point.
If I do,
I'm
I
pointing.
will just accidentally say that probably. Dang, you went out to eat with Bobby Blackwolf? It's pretty cool.
I guess so.
This
It
is
was like
pretty cool.
me, him, Fruit, Cosmic.
Oh wow.
So the full crew for that Lost Judgment run.
Yeah, that's sick.
What is the
And
full crew looking like with the Gaiden run anyway?
The full
That's what I'm
crew right
saying.
now is me and nobody.
I'm
So
gonna-
I don't know what to do.
I feel like Safe C knows a lot about Yakuza.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be very
Maybe.
proud of Stacey if she's willing to be on your couch, but I'm doubting it.
If Tapioca is willing to be on a couch, anyone can be on a couch. Is that mean? Did I say a mean thing?
No, I
Jerry Tapioca about it.
do I not seem like the type of person who would show up on a couch?
I think you could be on a couch. I disagree with my cohort.
You don't need to learn the run. You just
And
need
for
to
the
ask the
record-
right questions.
For the record, it's really easy to be on a Froob couch because you never have to say anything.
That's,
Yeah.
that's also
You will
part
talk
of
the
it.
full 50 minutes.
You know what? That's probably what made me say that is the fact that Foob just dominates the commentary, no matter what.
That's what made me say that.
I don't know. I meant to DM him today to ask if he was decided on whether or not he was going to GDQ because he would be on there if.
Safe C could be
coming,
convinced to
but-
learn the run.
There you
So,
go. Okay,
there
I
you
was
go.
totally wrong.
Yo.
I'm almost surprised Safe C doesn't just already know the stuff that happened to him. Fake
Probably true.
Tapioca man.
You've now bumped up to
Question mark.
second biggest Gaiden knower at GDQ just for being interested, just for being convinced to learn the run. Congrats, you're number 2 now. Dude, in 2018, right? Okay, in 2018,
What happened? in that
we did Zone of the
fateful day?
Enders 2. I did the Zone of the Enders 2 run, and my couch for that was another runner of the game, and Carcinogen, the Resident Evil speedrunner,
Oh yeah.
who had been doing Zone of the Enders 1 runs recently at the time, and that made him the 3rd most qualified guy.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
running a different game as like you.
I mean, it's not even about qualification half the time. How many runs
That's
has
true.
Patty been on the couch for? Because he's just good to be on the couch.
Maybe I'll enlist Spike Vegeta. Who knows?
Yeah.
You meet Spike Vegeta early on enough in that thing, and you could probably land him.
Nah, I know Spike. I could straight up
That's
just
true.
ask
You
him.
do know Spike. I'm just saying generally. I don't know how he ended up on the Bluey run. I don't know. I don't remember who even ran that game, so maybe it was just someone who's already in the sphere. But he was just on the Bluey run knowing nothing about Bluey, so it can always happen.
I feel like for that game, you really don't have to know.
No, you don't. You don't. If anything, it might be better to have someone
You
who's
just
an
show up
outside
ready to bring
observer
the memes.
who's like, I can't believe that just happened, or wow, a speed tech. Because there's no speed tech in Bluey, or there's almost none. Then they like skip one line of dialogue and then everyone pops off. Pretty great. I mean, had I gotten Hercules in, you know my couch would just be people who have played Hercules once before, and that's it.
Right? I've already.
You've
I've
already,
done Hercules
Sock's already
commentary
done
once.
that.
Cool.
I'm already automatically in. I actually did karaoke before that. That's when I did karaoke.
Oh, that's
last
right.
week.
You had just come back from karaoke.
I only sang one karaoke song,
Okay, at least we get to end on Alcatraz.
and it was the last one.
I'm trying to find out if I'm about to end on Alcatraz or not. This might be my last
Is it?
try. I
think
don't even know.
This is your last race.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
that's a fence.
I think it is, actually. Look, the highway hypnosis has been kicking in for the last, like, 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Felt that
I have
way, too.
I have not devoted a single brain cell to the actual video game in a long time.
Now here I am doing bonus tracks.
Sly's not even watching and he knows this is my last race.
Tapioca, your comment has a typo in it. I just want you to know, in case you knew.
Oh no.
Typo in the group chat, minor spelling
Oh no,
mistake.
it's whole stum.
There's time. There's time.
Oh man, I kind of wish that would just stay, but it's artificial
Nah, it
now.
has to-
It's fake now.
Yeah.
Manufactured comedy. Manufactured hype.
Jeez. That's the phrase. I've been trying to remember that phrase, even though I kind of hate it.
You're
What?
welcome.
It's hilarious.
It took most
What
of
phrase?
the race, but we got there.
What phrase? I missed that.
Manufactured hype.
Oh yeah.
Took most of the race? What do you mean?
Well, we're almost done. I'm almost done.
I've been trying to remember it for long before this.
Okay, well,
But I don't
All
know. I was
right.
trying to remember it today. I was curious if it was completing a circle, having full circle with something.
I just assumed you were trying to remember it ever since we were talking about wholesome and cringe and all that stuff, and I'm running into a wall because I stopped
I
thinking
don't
about
think
the game.
so. There was some other conversation before, but not today.
There's always another conversation before.
Okay.
Everything is a callback to something, and if you think that way, it becomes more funny.
Right here.
Man, I'm gonna be done rush soon. That's crazy. It's almost 1 a.m. That's also crazy.
My boss asked where the washroom was last week, and I was like, "You Canadian?" My coworkers did not understand
It's
that.
Canadian
but
Immediately
detected.
exposed as Canadian.
I had to
That
explain
still
Canadian
is
washrooms to
really
them.
funny to me. I don't know.
It is funny. Though.
Fourth place, huh? Alright.
Couldn't really explain it. I think I just asked somebody where the washroom was myself later to make myself laugh. It's good to throw those secret inside jokes for yourself in when they would never know. Jeez.
Of all the
Us-
things that we talked about, what is gonna go into my comment?
It's really amazing that this game is able to generate such conversations.
Because there's nothing. The campfire. It's the campfire.
Yeah, it is. It's the same idea.
It's the theory of like, oh, I don't remember where I heard. This was obviously just like speculation on the part of like one guy probably. Like, oh, the way men bond is they observe, you know, they're like out hunting and they're looking for game, and then they're just like looking at the same thing, and then they talk and they bond with a campfire or whatever. The way women bond is, I guess, not that. I have no idea. According to this person. Anyway,
Kind of campfire. I'm
we're
sure
looking
it's
at the same
still-
thing, and the same thing that we were looking at is endless streets of Rush. And that is the bonding. That's where the bonding comes from. Conversation. All sitting there observing the same thing, but passively. Just being.
It's kind of like a Mystery Science Theater kind of thing, where the movie is rushed and no one's paying attention to the movie.
Now I'm wondering what it would be like if you had actually put on a movie. What would we be talking about?
What?
We'd be talking about the movie, I guess.
We were talking about the movies. Oh yeah.
Everyone would be the non-knowers would be reacting to Inalienable, and then
Yeah.
everyone else would just be like, "Heh."
It's always a joy to see Inalienable. Just gotta forget enough of it every year. We can do it at GDQ. After we get back from dinner.
Spinning out.
I think of a better comment. I'll bring that up. But off the 0 beers, 0 hot dogs, 7 innings was pretty good.
That was a good one. I forgot about that.
Three beers, 28 tracks, something. 2 timeouts. It doesn't have a flow to it though. Wait, what's happening here? Spock? Spock is in 2 Discords right now. One of them Spockleganger? Secretly.
What did you say?
I see you in MMD, and in fact you talked.
Huh?
And you were.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
saw the
see
thing
your-
light up in MMD. But
You're in the
here.
Moco wait. Hang on.
Yeah, I also am seeing this.
The Phantom
Yeah.
Spock.
Hey.
Wait. Okay.
I know. I heard my phone make a noise about this earlier.
We're also
Is
getting
Spock in
like,
2 Discords at once? Forbidden technology?
He's on his phone in the
Oh, yeah, it's not
MMD.
forbidden. You can be on your phone in one
I
Discord
didn't know you
and your
could do
PC
that.
in another Discord.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
even
know
think
that.
to do that.
that was kind of
actually.
sick because we got tapioca as though it was like coming over.
walked away.
walkie.
We walked away and went over to Spock's computer and
Yeah, I had my phone right next to me. Yeah, I heard it do that earlier, but I thought, what could it possibly have done? And I just didn't even.
Huh. Huh. And the only reason I noticed this is because I saw someone said, "Why is American Sign Language?"
Band? Yeah, I was just reading that.
And I was like,
Oh.
how is that still there? And it's because Spock is still there. And if anyone had jumped into MMD, into Moco waiting room, they would just hear Spock talking to a room full of no one
Well, and I think that
from like a
must have
slight
happened.
A
distance.
room full of idiots playing Rush.
Yeah,
I bet that did happen.
that's like the reverse shoe horse.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that is the reverse shoe horse. Is it? No, shoe horse was laughing at no one.
Yeah, GG safety.
Anyway.
Yo,
This
GG.
game has a freestyle mode.
Yeah, the freestyle
We're
condiment
free.
machine.
Yeah.
Oh
The
god.
Rush freestyle. was-
Yeah, that.
Yeah, when is that game? When is the Rush freestyle game that's just the collection of all the different races put into one?
I don't know. When is it?
Hmm.
I really wish that existed.
So it would take like 9 hours to play all 3 back to back to back. Is that right?
Next charity marathon coming up.
Right?
There's 383 people in this Rush Discord.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, I'm joining.
Rush
They
Core.
better not have like the join announcements on.
You can delete that yourself, I think.
What the heck? At rat. Don't click the rat even as a joke. You will be kicked from the server. If you click the rat in server rules, we will assume your account is compromised and you will be removed. What?
That's amazing.
Oh,
anti-bot
clicking.
technology.
Oh,
It's like it's the first reaction, so it's like the ban, I guess.
yeah. It's the first reaction, and it like, I guess, is to bait bots because you have to click something else. You have to click the second reaction to get access to the whole.
I love the idea of the rat that kills you.
Yeah. I love the text though. Rat. Don't click the rat, even as a joke. You will be kicked from this server.
The lemonade sequel to the lemonade that kills you. The rat reacts that bans you.
San Francisco partner
Netplay.
servers. They
When
have
was the
partner
last
servers.
Netplay?
Midway Arcade source code research. Holy
Whoa.
shit.
This is
The server
actually
is meant for
low-key
people-
hardcore.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hydro Thunder server with 250 people. What the heck? Rush streams. Someone posted your stream in Rush streams.
Yeah, I know. He said he.
Oh yeah, the
He
person
said he was
in
doing
Giga's
that.
Chat
Yeah,
mentioned
someone is streaming Rush 2 right now. Giga 7K.
Yeah. Well, it's over. Well, it's almost over, I guess.
They've got a Netplay channel.
Yeah, I looked to see when the last netplay message was.
A memes channel. Is this San Francisco Rush memes?
Yeah,
No, this is just
Rush
like general
memes?
memes. This is just
Oh.
general memes, I think.
I want
A lot of
San-
these are car themed.
I want Rush memes.
Rush
Yeah.
memes sounds
It's like when
incredible.
you have like a very specific subreddit and then it just becomes like riddled with dementia over time because like the Titanfall 2 subreddit is like the example I think of because everyone's just hoping for a new Titanfall and they're all insane in there now. But they have nothing to talk about, but there's still people there.
Rush sources. They're tracking down all of the source textures for the Rush games.
That's cool. I see every once in a while I see on like Twitter someone found a source for like some random Nintendo 64 texture.
Mhm.
I don't even know where I see them come from. They just get like retweeted or something.
They're finding like the fonts used on the signs. This is crazy. These people are hardcore.
The Rush decomp is coming.
I kind of want to see it myself.
60
Legacy
FPS
edition.
Rush port. Can't wait. Anyway, thanks to that guy for linking the Discord actually though. If he's still around.
Project
Wouldn't have
San-
ever thought to look for the Rush Discord, you know? Unless I wanted to speedrun it, which I don't. But that's interesting.
Dude, they have an other games section for other games. The channels are Forza, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, and Pokemon. See if anyone's
course.
playing Ironmon in here.
The extra one is always Pokemon. Fundamental law of the universe.
There's some guy who's doing like a freaking awesome looking PMD fan game. What the heck?
Secretly the most based location on Discord.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm calling it a night. Thanks
Yeah.
for the
Alright, see ya.
gaming.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I'm about to cut stream.
Later, fellas.
Alright, thanks for
Later.
watching everybody. Hope you enjoyed this inane commentary we've been providing for 3.5
Yeah, I don't
hours.
get how you score points in rush mode.
It was pretty fun. I didn't make an ass of myself too much. Oh well. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. I'll be back probably just like Tuesday. Unless I get bored and feel like streaming tomorrow afternoon. Actually, no, I have to bottle beer. I have to finish Avatar The Last Airbender. So I'm like 4 episodes from being done, but those 4 episodes are all part 1 and then up until part 4. So I guess I'll just finish it tomorrow with my coffee. Anyway, have a good night. Happy Friday, happy weekend, whatever. See ya. Thanks for watching N64Mania and Rush. Bye.